I believe in you. Let's hide the gerbil. Let's hide the gerbil. You're done. Here we go. Here we go. 17 goddamn times. 17 times.
70 fucking times. I was like, no, I'm gonna stand up for the black guys that this guy thinks I am.
Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
You have to understand.
Yes, I understand.
I don't know if you do understand. It just seems to me.
I understand.
All I'm trying to say.
I understand.
Okay, I can understand.
I understand.
You have to understand, Bullfrog, is that
That is bad. I understand.
I don't understand.
Don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Welcome.
Welcome to a late start. Better late than never. Was having internet problems the whole entire fucking night. And it seems like it's all working now at 12:50 on the East Coast. All fucking night long with this shit. But anyway, I'm live now and it seems to be working. What is up, everybody? What's going on? As you can tell, Filthy and Chris bailed hours ago. Actually, Chris said if you go live, let me know and I'll probably jump on, but I hit him up and he's asleep. Or he's like, fuck that shit. But what's up, man? I wasn't going to leave you guys hanging. I apologize. The whole night been dealing with the internet issues because the weather's bad over here, so it always knocks shit out for some fucking reason. I don't know why. But what's up, everybody, on a Saturday night? How you guys feeling? How you guys doing out there in the chat? Shout out to everybody in the one and only Foul Mouths chat. So I seen Halloween Kills. I'm going to tell you what I thought about that. I saw the trailer to the Batman movie coming out. I also seen the trailer to the new Flash, which looked fucking awesome. So I'm going to be talking about that for a little while tonight with you guys. Solo. Here on an early Sunday morning. Yeah, and I'll take some phone calls in a little while. I'm not gonna take them yet. Just figured I'd do this a little solo for now and just chill out with you guys for a little bit here before I do take any phone calls, if I get any at all. So yeah, I seen the trailer to the Batman. I don't know what to think of it. Looks good and all, but I don't know. I mean, listen, I get excited for shit like that. I get excited for the Batman movies. You always get excited for those movies, but it seems like every movie has been a big letdown lately. You get excited for it, and then it just does not deliver. So Shannon saw Halloween Kills with me, and she said it sucked. Said the ending sucked. She said that it just wasn't good. Now, I thought it was pretty good because it has the whole nostalgia thing involved in it. So I thought that's pretty cool. It had the cop from the original one in '78. And there's something I noticed, too. When he kills... I want to give some spoilers here, man. There's a part where he, like, fucking kills all these people in the park. And I noticed that the 3 masks that he throws on the 3 different people that he kills in the park are the mask from Part 3 of Halloween Part 3, which was pretty cool. All those fucking masks that they had in the Halloween Part 3 movie. And I'm sure other people have noticed that, but as soon as I saw it, I noticed it. I was like, holy shit, those are the fucking masks from the Halloween 3 flick, you know? So I thought that was pretty cool, and there was a bunch of Easter eggs in this movie too. So, is everything working right now? Can you guys hear me?
I was like, no, I'm gonna stand up for the black guy that this guy thinks I am.
Is there any black people for me to stand up for out there? Please repeat. Anybody that I can represent? Just kidding. All right, but everything's good, right? Yes, Michael Myers, listen, spoilers. Movie's been out a couple of days now. If you haven't seen it yet, then you don't get the cock. And quite frankly, you should get the peacock. It's pretty good. It's not a bad cock. It's a colorful cock. But it's a cock that works. So get the peacock. It's got a lot of great movies on it. It really does. Surprised how many movies it's got on there. A lot of them. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the movie was good. I liked it. Obviously, there's. I'm a big fan of Rusty from Vacation, which was what the fuck is his? Anthony Michael Hall. The actor's name is. He's in the movie, the whole movie, basically. If you haven't seen it yet, and I love him. He's a great actor. Always loved that guy. So it was cool to see him in the movie. But besides that, I mean, decent flick. Obviously, they let the parts that were cool was they pulled off his mask, and he looked like a modern, just an everyday guy. Not everyday guy, but it just they didn't have the supernatural shit behind him in this one. It was more of a, even though he did get shot numerous times, it wasn't like he's like Jason or Freddy, which was a little different, because usually that guy, he's super, he's super strength and all that shit, all that good stuff. But I can't wait to see Black Adam. I want to check that out. Derek Henn said he liked the movie Halloween Kills, and it made a lot of money. So apparently a lot of people liked it. You know what I mean? So it made a lot of money. No, it didn't suck. It wasn't that bad, Shannon. Get a grip. Let's see what we got in the chat here. We got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 in there. We got fucking Steve. What's up? Derailed. AJ. What's going on with you? Chili Cheese. Tribunal King. Costanza. Eddie, what's up? Cows, how you doing, buddy? Tim Drake. What is up, bro? How are you? What else we got? Casey is raw. Okay. Who else we got in there? Minnesota fucknuts, huh? How you doing, you fucking douche nugget? Just kidding. No, I'm not. Mars Mirror, what's up, man? I don't know if he's still in here. But what up? Crazy Blades. Ronald Booth, what's up? So what happened with the so a little baseball tonight? I guess Boston hit 2 grand slams in a single game. They're making a big deal about that. I guess they're the only team to fucking hit 2 grand slams in the playoffs. I find that hard to believe. I find that very hard to believe. They're the only team that hit 2 grand slams in the playoffs. Like, really? Weird. But yeah, so I guess Boston won their game. And I wonder what the fuck. I gotta check out that Atlanta game and see what the fuck happened with that. Let me see here. We got some clips here. What do we got? What kind of clips we got here?
Wanna make beats?
No, I don't want to make beats. You want to make beats? I'm working on my app for fucking 4 years to make beats. I'll make you fucking beats. All right, here. Let's hear what this is real quick. Let's see.
I believe in you.
No, that's not what. That's not.
I wanna hear you scream.
Ooh.
I wanna hear you scream.
Oh, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so the Flash fucking, the Flash trailer looked fucking awesome. I can't wait to see Flash. I think that looked even better than the Batman, to be honest. And in the beginning of the Flash, the coolest fucking thing, if you haven't seen the Flash trailer yet, go watch it. Michael Keaton, right there in the beginning of it, you hear his voice. He's like, wait a second, so you can go back to different times and different, existence or whatever, different, periods and this and that and different, and he basically was like, yeah, and you hear Michael Keaton's voice, and just hearing his voice in there in the background, and then at the end of it, you literally see his cave from the original Batman. From the fucking original Batman.
Listen, okay. One night in the Chevron station, I saw a glory hole. I put my dick right into the hole.
You're done.
They sucked my dick and
Here we go.
out came my soul. Okay, they sucked my dick right through my
70 fucking
hole.
times.
I'll tell you, I put my dick right into the fucking
70
hole.
fucking
Hey,
times.
get no respect, all right? Hey, suck my dick at a Chevron station. And what you do?
Today's DC fandom was awesome. I was excited to hear Michael Keaton's voice in the
Yeah.
Flash teaser.
Dude.
I hope Superman is also in the movie. Plus at age 70 Linda Carter looks fine as fuck. By the way, Venom 2 was horrible.
I heard, man. All right, so I work with this dude who is so into, the whole superhero realm. I mean, he's just into it on all sides. He likes Marvel, DC. And he was like, the movie was rushed. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah, it was rushed. It was... And this is another one of these movies that were highly, highly anticipated and waited for and was supposed to be so good, and it's like, man, they really fucking let us down as viewers a lot lately. They really have, man. It's been on another realm. It's been on like another level of bullshit from all these movies that are supposed to be really fucking good and they turn out to be just garbage. I mean, is it the writing? Is it like we're all looking for something we're not going to find because we're all desensitized at this point, and we're waiting to see something we haven't seen before? Because the killing in this movie was so gruesome and really what's the word I'm looking for? The fuck's the word I'm looking for? AJ, what up? What's the word I'm looking for, man? What's the word I'm looking for there? It's detailed. And shooting an unarmed black man for what? Fucking with these white bitches no more, dude. Fucking white bitch. Go fuck this white bitch, dude.
Hey Casey, what's up? You're the handy-tarred redneck in the community that doesn't bang his cousin or sister. Scumfrog's niece is for sale on the dark web for a dick suck and a gram of coke.
Oh my god, bro. God damn. Dude, I fucking found out very quickly that AJ Adams can be a brutal motherfucker. And I fucking love it. You like Will Tactics. You like, all of us in this community, a lot of us, we could just, and the goon, we could just like hit the bottom of the barrel level and like just not giving a fuck about like what we're saying and just making just horrible, that's why I never I do complain about shit that Joe does, but in case you notice, I never really complain about the jokes he makes because I know what he's doing with it, and I know we've reached a barrel. You know what I mean? We can go to the well on some shit. There's nothing wrong with that though. There's nothing wrong with going to the well with certain jokes. There's nothing wrong with that.
And we're gonna stop these people from hating.
6, what up, baby?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is 6, ladies and gentlemen.
We keep shaking on the world to change for these motherfuckers,
Not
man.
that we don't care.
We know the change is there. Keep on shaking out this motherfucker.
We shaking on the world to change.
Shaking like you convulsing.
Stand back and stand by.
Stand by these motherfuckers.
What did you rate the movie, Ken?
All right, so if I had to give it a rating, if I had to give it, 10 being the best movie I ever saw, 0 being the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, I would definitely give it I would give this one, I gotta be realistic, because I give Tommy shit about this all the time. His ratings are horrible, so I gotta give this a realistic rating, and I'm gonna give it a 5.5. I'm gonna give it a 5.5. And I know that's pretty low, and some people might even say that's a little high, Ken. But I think it's like right where it should be. I found parts of it very exciting. I found I like what they did with the storyline. I don't like where they left off, okay? That's one thing I don't like where they left off, because they kind of left it off for like 20 new ones again. Kind of want a little closure at the end. You know what I mean? I think that's what we all need at the end of one of these things, is a little bit of closure. We've seen all that death. Big John, Little John, got killed. Loved the gay guys in the movie. Totally cool. And you know what? It's all right that gay guys ended up in Michael Myers' house. It's all good. I'm not complaining about that. But, you want a little closure at the end there, But we didn't get that. So they kind of left it open to who the fuck knows. So I give it a 5.5. I wish I could have gave it a better score than that. And I wanted to. But Shannon kind of wrecked it for me. In her thoughts on the show, because she kind of was like, it sucked, and why did they leave it open, and and she's right in a way. I can't fucking sit there and say she's not, because they did kind of fuck you there at the end. They fuck you in the drive-thru, so they fucked you in the drive-thru. What are you gonna do? But it's all good. I liked it, and like I said, I give it a 5.5. Closer to a 6 for me, I would say. Closer to a 6 for sure. So you got that, right? Shout out Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah. What's up, baby? What's going on, Real? Shannon, what do you rate the movie? You just heard my breakdown of it. Oh, you rated it already? A fucking 3.25? What the fuck is that? Shannon. Now, Tommy, he's nowhere to be seen or found for the last couple of days, because this is October, and the further the month goes to, Halloween, the more Tommy disappears, because where is he? He's working at where? Yes, the Haunted Farms, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time of the year where Tommy NC 2010 works on the Haunted Farms, where he lives his most fucking loved lifestyle, and he loves this job. Like, this is what he's made for. This is his favorite. This is his shit. Do you understand? This is his shit. Shout out to They Live, which I'm watching right now in the background with Roddy Piper, and I just got a cool shirt with I gotta show you guys that shirt too. It's a fucking really cool shirt with They Live, which was a great movie. And yeah, I don't know, man. I don't fucking give it much more than that, because it wasn't that great. Let me see here. Oh my god, it's so funny. How funny is that? How fucking funny is that, guys? Somebody just sent me a message saying, "You believe this fucking guy? I can't believe this." Wow, man. Oh my god, some people just so hurting. Just cry out for help. God. Anyway, I'll just ignore that very much. Thank you. Listen, that fucking movie, if you're into DC, you're into Superman, the Batman, and most of us like both. The DC, they like DC, they like Marvel, and some like, Marvel better than DC. So, I used to like DC a lot better when I was a kid, a lot more than I do now. And I used to like Marvel, but not like I do now. I mean, Marvel has really it's become something of like, it was never the leader when I was a kid, Marvel. I always considered Marvel like, you know, those other superheroes that were fucking damn good and fun, but not quite DC. That's the way I always looked at it, right? But you got to say, man, over the last 10 years, man, you know, DC's been getting their ass kicked. They have come out with a couple of good flicks. The Aquaman movie was pretty good. But it looks like these next set of and yo, that re-release of the Superman Batman shit, that was pretty fucking cool, man. I gotta say, that was pretty fucking good.
Don't touch the gerbil, man. Touch the gerbil, man. Don't touch my. Try to touch my gerbil, man. You try to touch this motherfucker's gerbil, man. Is that what you doing? Let me tell you something, man. Yo. Don't touch my fucking gerbil, man. Gerbil, man. Yo, my fucking left horn. My left horn. Don't touch my fucking gerbil, man. Yo. You try to touch my gerbil, man. Try to touch a motherfucking gerbil, man. That's what you doing, man? Trying to do now, man? Trying to touch a motherfucking gerbil now, man? That's what you gonna do now, right?
It was left open-ended because there's going to be another one.
Yeah.
Danny McBride from Eastbound and Down is a co-writer/producer of these new Halloween movies, and the plan was for 3 of them. They were originally going to shoot all 3 at the same time, but
Oh,
COVID.
I remember that. Yep, I remember that. Yep, you're right.
You really want to touch my gerbil, man?
Let's hide the gerbil.
Nah, I'm not playing hide the gerbil with Dr. Earl, man.
Let's hide the gerbil.
No, you play hide the gerbil. I don't give a fuck what you say, man.
Yeah, I remember. You're right. You are definitely. I can't believe Danny McBride's all up in that shit. You know, a couple of these guys, they do horror. The guy from Key and Peele, fucking guy's pretty good at horror, man. He's made a couple of good horror movies. Peele, I guess his name is, or whatever. He had a couple of good ones, and now you telling me Danny McBride's in that? That's fucking wow. That's crazy because he's a funny fuck. So, yeah, and I remember what you're saying. You all right about that. I remember them saying they were going to do 3 movies, record them all together, which would have been fucking cool. And kind of like this one, they're, you know, at the beginning of it, they got to tell you, you know, this is 2018, this happened. Like, they just have to remind you, you know, this is 2 years ago, 3 years ago, schmucks. You know what I mean? Which was a little confusing, I guess, and then they really added another set of time to this. Like they added the 1963 murder, like that's when their sister got killed. I thought it was in the 70s or whatever, but I guess they referred back to it in the original movie that she was murdered earlier or something happened earlier on or some shit. I don't fucking know, and this new timeline is weird to me. You know what I mean? It really is. It's just weird shit. But I like it. And I do think that this movie worked. Now, do I think they could keep going with it? I mean, can you get another one out of this with Jamie Lee Curtis's stomach fucking bleeding and, you know what I mean? Like, can we get another one out of that? I don't know. Would you guys even bother to go see another one? You know when those fucking shows start to lose, like those movies and that storyline start to lose their lust. It's like then they go for those other storylines, kind of like what they did with, you know, part 3 to Halloween. They just changed it and said, you know, we're going to make it something totally fucking different, which was weird. But it was a good movie in its own right, that fucking movie. I liked it in its own right, you know? And I'm telling you, if you guys watch the movie again, the new one that just came out, Halloween Kills, or if you haven't seen it yet, there's a part where people get killed, and Michael goes and puts mask on these people and sets them up in a park. And this is one thing that he did in this movie that he's never done in the other movies, unless somebody else can tell me I'm wrong. He was setting their bodies up all throughout the movie, which is weird. Like, he's setting up their bodies. Like, he set up the 2 guys that lived in his house, like, laying on the floor listening to music together, which was fucking weird. Then he set up those 3 other people and put them on, like, the playground area and put masks on them and set them up like they were playing on the playground. That was weird. So for some reason, I guess they're, you know, he likes to play with people's dead bodies now, I guess. I don't know. You know, it's fucking a little weird. But I think it worked. I think it was good. Would I want to see another one? I don't know. With as long as that, in that storyline, I don't know. Unless they paint it the right way, I guess. I don't know. So. Chili cheese. Yes, I watched Jason versus Freddy the other night. Then I was doing a little research about like future monster flicks and all this and that. Did you know that they are trying to do a 3-way match between Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers? Because those were the big 3. You know what I mean? Those were the big 3. And we've already seen Jason versus Freddy. It's been hinted to for years in the makings. It finally happened. And I think that Jason versus Freddy was a pretty good flick. I don't think it was a horrible flick. I think they could have did things a little bit differently. But hey, you could say that about any movie. So I think they kind of delivered a pretty decent movie out of that. I don't know how the fuck they would ever do a 3-way movie with the 3 of these guys. You got to have some ingenious writing with that shit, because you're going to have to find a way to tie it all into each other and all that. But I'm sure they can do that. Come on. You know what I mean? So I don't see that being a problem in the future. And yeah, I guess this next one, they're already like pre-recording a lot of the next Halloween one. So I guess that comes out in 2024. Let me see. Where did I read this before? When does the next Halloween movie come out? Are you going to tell me about this one?
According to Parade, Halloween Kills will be released October 5th.
What Halloween movie will come out after Halloween Kills? Let me see here. Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends. Was that... Okay, so it was called Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. What we know about Halloween Ends. So let's see what this says. The saga will continue for Michael Myers, blah, blah, blah. Halloween Kills drops and a sequel to the 2018 film Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis, who has a clit and a cock, stars in this movie from 1978 original, where she sucked the cock of several men on the set of the film of the original Halloween. Someone mistaken her clit for a cock and thought she was a... Oh, man, this is not about Halloween, dude. This is about something totally different. Yeah, so the next one is Halloween Ends, I guess. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, dude, if they tied... Listen, The Evil Dead... And I forgot to really mention that the other night. I did mention it a little bit, but when we were talking about... And, we had a really good discussion last night. Shout out to Nick and Shannon and what's that other guy's name? He's only the champ. Devious Dave. We had a really good discussion about the franchises and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, we had a really pretty good discussion. And if you guys haven't heard that yet, Friday Night Fire, it was a damn good discussion on all the fucking haunted films, all the serial killer shits, all that shit. Pretty cool discussion. I had fun last night, I mean, I always have fun on that show. So I had fun last night. Yeah, I just got a call from somebody. Just give me a minute, man. I just want to get settled in here, and I'll start taking calls if you guys want to call in, if anybody wants to call in. Just give me a minute, because I do want to get my coffee. So I'm having a coffee. I'm supposed to be up really early tomorrow, help my father, and I have a baby birthday party to go to tomorrow. So I got shit I got to do. So I shouldn't be drinking coffee, really, and I don't know why the fuck I put that thing in there. But it's ready. So just give me a second here to get that. I'll be right back, and I'll bust open the Skype calls if you guys want to call in. So give me 1 minute here. Let me get my coffee, and then I'll bust open the lines.
Pee pee poopers and caca. Yeah, baby. That's what I love, me some baby. Yeah, baby. That's right, baby. Did you feel it inside your body, baby? Did you feel it, baby? Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. What you doing, baby? Don't you fucking do that to me ever again, baby. Ever again, baby. Ever again, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Cock. Can I? You're my obsession. You're my obsession. You're what makes it do what you want me to do. You're my obsession. You're my obsession. Loved it. Loved it. What if I said that the Flash movie was going to be the best movie out of all of these coming out? Out of all of these movies coming out, I bet you the Flash movie is gonna kick ass Flash, because that movie looks so fucking cool. It's gonna deal with different realms. It's gonna deal with like different times and different universes, and I mean that movie is gonna be fucking sick. And here we go again with the anticipation of a fucking movie like I have the last 15 years and have not been satisfied yet. With Star Wars and fucking, I swear the only franchise or movies that really satisfied me was Marvel, honestly. Endgame and the one before that, I mean, that's like the only thing has satisfied me over the last fucking, because Star Wars shit the bed for me, man. I was pissed off about Star Wars. Really pissed off about Star Wars, man. They really fucked it up. You know, they made one of my favorite characters and one of all of our favorite characters, Luke Skywalker, they made him look like a twat. A fucking twat meat sandwich, bro. They made him look like. I mean, how do you ruin Luke Skywalker like that is beyond me. Like, you could have gave that script to somebody and said, listen, I want you to fuck everything up, and they wouldn't have fucked it up this bad. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's a terrible thing. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. My George Foreman grill is fucking terrible. The fucking grill don't work. Nothing work on the grill. Nothing work on the grill. Y'all give me the grill. You tell me you want me to sell you the grill, and you give me a grill that don't even fucking work. Nothing work on the grill. Nothing work on the fucking grill. Give me this fucking grill and not fucking work on the grill. How fuck I'm gonna tell my son George, my son George, my son George, my son George that the fucking grill don't work? Fuck your grill. You know that chick on They Live with the weird looking eyes? You know, the one that he, like, I guess, banged out? She's got weird looking eyes, don't she? I remember wanting to fuck that when I was 7. Just kidding. Let's see what we got here now. Let's open up the phone lines. Dr. Earl, if you want to call back in.
That's right. We're going to open up the phone lines. Dr. Earl, if you want to call in, hit the digits.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let me think about it. Come on. Yo. Dr. Earl got the pussy. Dr. Earl got that. Dr. Earl got the pussy. You thinking about it, Dr. Earl? Huh.
There you are.
Hey, you are, Dr. Earl.
Hey, what's up, Ken? What's going on, dude?
What's up, Bubby?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I see you're by yourself. No Filthy, no Chris, no nobody else, no Tommy or anyone there. So figured I'd come in and hang out with you for a Saturday evening there.
Yeah, man. Cool, bro. What are you doing tonight? Nothing? Just chilling?
Well, I just got done. I had an issue with the Uber. I was having issues with Uber a while ago. I had to wait about 15 minutes for them to actually find me an actual driver, and then I had to wait about 21 minutes for the driver to show up.
Done.
Really?
You're done.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. It's like the night before there, I thought it was going to charge me almost $80 because one of the drivers was busy there, so I had to wait almost about 15 minutes to try again. At this time, it cost me about $35 when it usually is supposed to cost me $20.
Yeah, let me tell you something, Dr. Earl. Every fucking thing in this country is going up right now. Everything.
I know, yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't think so at first because I heard inflation, and I was just like, all right, I don't see it yet. You know, but now, no, it's there, and it's everything. It is literally fucking everything they're trying to fuck us with right now. Everything is going up. Gas, food, you know, certain types of food, certain types of
concert tickets,
everything.
All
everything.
this shit's been going on for the past 18 years, man.
Batteries
it's like,
are through the roof. Like, if you want to buy batteries for some reason right now, they're expensive. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But everything is literally going up, and they said there was no inflation. You don't have to worry about anything like that. But no.
Yeah, right. We heard all that bullshit before there. Anything that comes out of the White House as of late is a bunch of shit. We all know that.
Yeah, you can't believe anything. Can't believe anything.
Nope, absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. AJ, we got AJ Adams coming in, Dr. Earls. Dr. Earl, baby. Dr. Earl, girl. Yeah, get your Earl, girl. Get them all earled up with the girl earled up. Yeah, me and Dr. Earl, we earl it up, yo. Come on. And shooting on Dr. Earl, you white. Dr. Earl ain't getting no more. No mother, Dr. Earl. With Dr. Earl good. I'm feeling Dr. Earl good.
Dude.
Dr. Earl good.
Big Trouble in Little China or The
goodness.
Goonies or The Labyrinth. Which
I
one
just
is
love
best?
that
And Tommy
tonation,
Touches
man.
Kids is a new horror
Jesus
movie.
Christ. Oh my God, dude, it goes like this. Listen.
Next summer, if you thought Jason was bad, and you like Friday the 13th, and you also get a kick out of Freddy Krueger, this summer, a new entity has entered the realm of horror movies. This summer, for the first time ever, Tommy NC is the Kid Toucher.
Oh,
watch him as he sniffs and touches all kinds of kids. Oh, it's a fucking horror and a half. No.
He's gonna call in and start
Jesus
cussing
Christ.
you out right now. I bet you.
You motherfucking piece of shit, you fucking scumbag. Tommy, calm down, all right? Get a grip. Abel Salas Jr., what up, baby? All right, so which one is my favorite? Big Trouble Little China is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Same here.
Goonies, classic. The Labyrinth, fucking great movie.
Labyrinth was good there, I admit, yeah.
If I had to pick out of those movies, Labyrinth, Goonies, and Big Trouble Little China, I'm going Big Trouble Little China.
So would I. I consider that flick the ultimate guy movie.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the Goonies, but being older, now when I watch the Goonies, it's still cool, it's still fun, but it's a kid flick. Big Trouble Little China, you can't consider that a kid flick. Like, a grown-up would get fucking amused by that movie. You know what I mean?
No, I never saw the Goonies myself. There,
What?
but I remember the
Oh
I
my,
never did.
Dude, how the fuck have you not seen the Goonies?
Oh, I was watching movies like Porky's 2.
Yes, I was watching those
Revenge,
too,
and
but
all those movies.
You gotta, oh man, you gotta.
Gremlins.
Well, listen, Gremlins is a lot like Goonies and shit. It's kind of like, you know, that whole, I mean, it's not like Goonies really, but it's from that era. It has the same feel to it, basically.
Yep.
You know, what do you think of They Live, which I'm watching right now in the background?
I love that movie as well because Hot Rod was in that movie there.
Yeah, the fight scene between Hot Rod and the dude in the alleyway. So
Absolutely
bad,
there.
so cheesy bad. I mean, it was like, I understand movies were not made as good back then, but goddamn, some of the fight scenes in some of these movies back then were just terrible.
Oh, hell, you
terrible.
should check out the Batman movies from the 1930s
Oh,
and
I know.
40s.
No, I know, dude. I've seen it where they throw a punch and it's like, what the fuck was that? What, are you trying to jerk someone off? You know?
And the Batmobile didn't even look like a Batmobile. It was a regular automobile.
Yeah, it was like the guys driving around in a fucking Dodge, 54 Dodge Plymouth. Like,
oh, yeah.
we're going to go save Lauren. We're going to go save the Catwoman. And guy's like, yeah, it's great. Get gas first,
And
jerk
one
off.
scene, the way Manor didn't even look like a manor. It's just like a regular house with an upstairs.
Yeah, fucking weird shit, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And
Well,
the cheesy costumes they had designed it back then was even more whacked out.
TV used to be, shit used to be weird, man. Like, shit was weird. It still is. Like, certain movies and certain, like, these low-budget films, they get weird, bro. Like, there's a lot of weird shit goes on in them still, You wouldn't think that they still exist like that, but they do. There's still weird shit going on.
Yeah. Yeah, we just don't even know about them until they come out on DVD in a couple months.
Yeah, well, all I know is there are a couple of good movies out there that I didn't see yet that people are recommending as far as, like, horror flicks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of movies like that were overseas movies that were, like,
Oh, yeah, The Grunge was one of them. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
And, of course, I recommended a couple of movies to Mars Mirror when I called on his show not too long ago, about last week, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Ghost Story from 1981 with Fred Astaire and John Houseman. And, of course, this one called Mausoleum from 1983, which featured this former Playboy model.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen House?
Yes, not really. I haven't really seen that movie, but I heard about it.
Fucking
I understand
movie,
the whole story
dude.
about it. My best friend told me about the whole scenario about that flick there.
Pretty good movie, man. I watched it for the
But
first time in a while the other day.
But I did watch, went back and forth on my old cable when we had cable on our TV there between House 2, The Second Story, and then some other movie there.
Yeah, House 2
because there was another movie I wanted to see. House 2 was kind of more... had a more comical approach there, more comic book feel there, whereas the first one there.
Yeah. First one was a little bit scarier, It was
Yeah,
a little bit, a little more freakier,
Yeah.
But I like those movies. I thought those movies were pretty fucking good, too. Because I
what's
like...
the good, you know what
the
good
first one
is?
was good, I think, a lot. I think the first one was good.
You know what's considered the all-time vampire classic? The original Lost Boys.
Fucking Fright Night, bro, was great, too.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fucking
absolutely,
Fright
man.
Night was one of my favorite movies.
So why are they going to remake the Lost Boys now?
That's what they said they're doing, yeah. I heard a couple of people say that they're doing it.
Not.
I know, dude. I know, it's kind of dumb. I get it. I agree.
I know.
But listen, if they're going to remake anything, I have a list of movies that I think if you're going to remake any movies, it should be these movies. And a couple of these movies they should remake because they're perfect for now. You can make these movies even better than you made them back then. They're perfect for now. One of them is the movie with Emilio Estevez where all the cars and trucks and everything electronic came to life.
Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive. Tell me that movie now wouldn't be fucking awesome.
It would be a lot more better. I could
Yeah,
say
because
that
you
with
could
the
have like
technology they have
drones.
now.
You could have attack drones and fucking. You could have like the drones that people fly around now, like coming out and fucking just, causing havoc. You could have like, all kinds of shit. And you know how the cars drive themselves now? You could have fucking cars, It just would be. I just thought it would be a really good movie to remake, but they don't think of shit like that. They want to go and remake fucking like.
Stuff that we already know. It just shows you how dimwitted Hollywood has become for the past 10 years now. With the remaking Friday the 13th, remaking Child's Play.
I know.
The only thing I've heard good about that remake was Mark Hamill doing the voice of Chucky.
Yeah, that was really good hearing Hamill do his voice. But the movie. I thought the movie was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. It was like a reboot. Of him obviously, but. Like a different concept on Chucky. Did you see the movie?
No, I never saw it, but I remember seeing the original back on when it was on cable.
Like, listen, it's a different concept as far as, Chucky. Because Chucky's a doll, and he's known for being a doll, but You know, in this one, he's kind of like an AI fucking type of thing, you know? So it's different in that sense. But I think it was a pretty decent movie, man. I really do. I don't think it was as bad as some people say it was.
I know, but it just gets to the point, and it gets to me where the original ideas are just not getting pushed through, and where the bigwigs in Hollywood is just concentrate on this reboot because they figure when one remake becomes a big hit, they all try to follow it up, try to cash in on that particular success. And usually, sometimes that doesn't really work out at times.
Not to mention, like when they hit like on something that's good, and they actually like put out something that, you know, people liked and went and seen, and a lot of money was made from it, they jump right back on that shit, like, and they try to, you know, and that's one of the things that I don't think, you know, some actors won't let that happen. Like, for instance, the Joker movie that came out with
Joaquin Phoenix.
They wanted to make a sequel. They wanted to put him into a Batman movie right away. And he was like, listen, as much as I know the fans want to see me in another Joker film or as Joker again, not going to happen, because we are not ruining that first film, because they wanted to throw him into something right the fuck away. They would have thrown him into some 2-bit fucking script that wasn't even really worked. You know, like they rush fucking everything. You know, the movie that just came out, Venom, fucking rushed. It was rushed. Everybody that I spoke to told me that movie was fucking rushed for some reason. I don't know why, but it was.
Usually those kind of movies that get rushed all to hell don't usually do that well. Let me give you another example.
Yeah, wait. Hold on one second, Doc. We got AJ coming in real quick. Hold on one second. Breakdancing 2 or... Oh, my God. Dude.
DC
Cab. DC Cab.
DC Cab, yes.
Yeah, dude. Oh. Dude, DC Cab. All right, hold on. And, oh, man, you really put some good ones up. You really put some good ones up against each other here.
Breakdancing 2 or DC Taxi or Revenge of the Noobs and a new movie coming out, Bullfag a retardophile obituary drama.
Bullfag the movie. No, but all right, so before we even get started on the Bullfag the movie thing, Breakdancing 2, fucking loved it. Loved part 1. Electric Boogaloo was part 2. Loved part 1. Loved part 2. DC Cab, classic movie. Mr. T, a bunch of other actors in that movie. Great fucking movie. Revenge of the Nerds. One of my ultimate favorite movies of all time, okay?
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
So and Breaking 1 and 2 is one of my favorites of all time. So you really, AJ Adams, you know your shit, and I can tell you know your movies very well, because to put those movies up against each other right now, for me, you just hit me with a fucking juggernaut, because I can't. Okay, so throw out Breaking. I love Breaking, but throw that out because it doesn't even come close to DC Cab or Revenge of the Nerds. So like DC Cab, Revenge of the Nerds. If I had to fucking pick, I'm probably going to pick Revenge of the Nerds, but I do love DC Cab unbelievably, and I give you props for picking those 3 movies, because that's a juggernaut of a selection right there.
I would call a tie between a DC Cab and Revenge of the Nerds, because you know, DC Cab was a funny movie there with the Max Scale, Mr. T. Max Scale being from Barney Miller, the TV series there, and Revenge of the Nerds because the odd finally gets even, and right now in this culture, that odd has definitely gotten even.
Yeah. Definitely.
Nerdism is now being embraced all across the country now.
Nerds fucking became like, well, that's because they started all their creations over the last 30, 40 years are unbelievable internet creations and all this shit. So like people are like, oh, hey, you know, nerds make money. Nerds are fucking, you know, smart. Nerds, you know, they have taken a different look. And if you bring, what's his name? Ogre. If you bring Ogre in here right now, he'd probably hate the world we all live in if Ogre was a real person. Because everything
you could probably go after all these SJWs.
Yeah, well, you couldn't make a movie. You could not make a movie like Porky's. You could not make a movie like Revenge of the Nerds. You could not make a movie like fucking what was that movie again? Michael Keaton, where he worked in a morgue, but he he was a pimp, right? Oh, what
Night
a
Shift with,
fucking movie
I
that
guess
was.
it was
Night
Shelley
Shift.
I think it was Shelley Long and Henry Winkler.
Yeah, you know who else was in that movie, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't oh no, I'm
Richard
thinking
Belzer.
Well, okay, so I was wrong. I was thinking of Dr. Detroit because Fran Drescher is in that, and she's fucking
I saw
hot.
that way, yeah.
She is hot in that movie, bro. She is hot in that movie. But yes, what'd you say it was? Night Shift.
Night Shift.
Great
with,
movie.
Henry Winkler,
Great
Michael
movie.
Keaton, and Shelley Long.
Dude, if you have not seen that movie out there, go fucking rent it and watch it. I'm telling you, it's a great fucking movie. Great movie.
It is.
Night Shift. And Dr. Detroit. We mentioned it the other day too. That's a fucking classic, and I watched it not too long ago. It was fucking great, man. It's funny shit how that movie starts out with him walking through the streets of the city, and he's like power walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another nerd.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know?
Gosh, hell, you're talking to a 55-year-old nerd yourself there.
Why?
Because,
So you count yourself as a nerd?
Well, pretty much, I don't get into the what's out there in the mainstream nowadays. You know, especially today's mainstream. You know, being with all the hipster shit that's out there. You know, and plus, I mean, the so-called music that's out there, the reboots, everything that's, you know, the only thing I can relate right now to what's current is all the vinyl pressing that's coming out there, and all these Barnes and Nobles, all these Walmarts, and all these record shop there. Because, you know, I kind of miss vinyl. But the thing is, it's
they're re-releasing all of it, dude. Yeah, they're even selling, you know, record players in the store now, like all over the fucking place. You know?
And the thing is, instead of concentrating on the main sellers, whether it's Dark Side of the Moon, just come out with the whole catalog from that band, like Pink Floyd did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their own label called Pink Floyd Recordings, where they released everything under the sun that they ever put it out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like how they're doing all this retro shit, you know?
Yeah.
I love it.
And you got what people need. But then again, I would suggest the kids out there today going to the independent record store, whether it's Car City Records in Harper Woods, Michigan, because they have tons of vinyl out there for people to check out that didn't know existed.
You know, I'll tell you, Dr. Earl, I've been like really, I love retro shit, all kinds of retro shit, like from hats to music to this, to that. I actually saw a pair of, they just re-released the original RyBak pumps.
Nice.
Do you remember the original ones?
I think so, yes. I remember where you had to, yes.
1988, man, the original RyBak pumps. They just, on the RyBak's website, it just came out last Wednesday. They re-released the pumps, man, and they're reasonable price too. They're not like really expensive, which I was shocked about. They're the same price they were back in 1988.
Nice, good to hear
isn't
that.
Fucking cool.
I'm still waiting for the men's black knee-high boots to come back.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them out.
Well, I want to get me a pair because you know, like.
Yeah, I seen them in the city, dude. They got them in the city.
Yeah, I want to get me a pair that resembles the old biker boots I used to have years ago. And, of course, we all know the return of the mullet came about last year.
Yeah, not only that, A.J. Adams, Heavy Metal, 1986, Transformers. Yeah, dude.
Come in with their guns drawn and shoot an unarmed black man, you white bitch. I ain't getting no more white bitches. No motherfucking more. You fucking white cunt. Oh, fuck this white bitch.
Heavy Metal 1986, Transformers 1986, or Robotech the movie, and a new movie I saw, Casey the Tard Diary.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
This summer, they made it into a movie. But this summer, the man is back. Ladies and gentlemen, come and see what Casey can do when he uses his fucking brain. Bad things happen. Terrible things. Casey is retarded. Watch him as he tries to operate a door, a simple door handle. Watch as Casey tries to get a job. Watch as he tries to mail something. Watch as he tries to have a normal conversation with a woman. This fall, Casey falls. This fall, Casey falls.
I'm just kidding,
Casey.
Come on, I love the guy. What am I doing? We'll do a bullfrog. We'll do a bullfrog.
Heavy Metal the movie, yeah.
Heavy Metal the movie. I don't think I've ever saw that. Let me see.
Oh yeah, check it out. I remember seeing that on
Heavy
cable.
Metal the movie.
In '84. It came out in 1981.
Let's see. What is this?
Heavy Metal 2000.
Heavy Metal 2000. Jesus
never
Christ.
saw that one.
Heavy Metal, and then Heavy Metal 2000, which came out in 2000.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is, but let me see this real quick here. Let's see. Come attractions to Heavy Metal, the movie.
Yeah.
Columbia Pictures presents Heavy Metal. A trip beyond the future to a universe you've never seen before. A universe of mystery. A universe of passionate fantasies.
Oh my God.
A universe of terrifying.
I remember this.
A universe of magic. Heavy Metal.
Dude. Dude, this movie's great.
Oh, check it out, man.
This movie is great. This is the first cartoon that I saw with sexy bitches on it, and they were basically having sex on it.
Oh yeah.
And as a kid, it was totally
Tarna, the last
spanking.
Tarna, the girl with the blonde hair. She's iconic. I mean, if they ever make a Funko Pop figure of her, I would definitely buy it.
I want to be in Heavy Metal, the movie.
Oh yeah, and that song in the background was played constantly on the radio back then.
It was, right?
It was, man. Absolutely.
Dude, that chick in that movie they make us with the boots and everything. She's such a heavy metal fucking hooah.
Yep.
Right?
I think her name is Tarna, I think it was called.
She's got a heavy metal pussy, bro.
Oh yeah. And that song right there playing is another classic.
She's got the heavy metal
pussy that I love so well. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's rock with our cocks out. Oh. Me and Dr. Earl rocking with our cocks out. We're fighting swords tonight. Yeah. We're gonna have a sword fight with our cocks. Rubbing cocks on cocks with cocks and cocks. Triple cock, triple cock, triple cock, triple cock. Rubbing cocks on cocks.
You're taking a fucking copyright claim, and you're gonna get a fucking copyright claim tonight. Yeah, this is how YouTube fucking feels with their copyright claiming me.
Exactly.
They're going, oh yeah, another one. Yeah. And then afterwards they discuss how they can fuck over Sean's view so bad. They're like, let's just fuck him. Yeah. That guy complains nonstop about being fucked, about YouTube fucking him. It's like, shut up already, dude. Give a fuck. Nobody cares. But anyway, yeah, that is a good fucking movie, man. I haven't seen that movie in absolute years.
I know.
And they don't play it ever. I don't know why.
I don't know, and it just boggles my mind. There's so many movies out there that I remember seeing.
What about the movie with all the midgets?
Great.
What about the movie with all the midgets back in the day, in the 80s? What was that called again? Sean Connery was in it at the end. Sean Connery was in the movie.
I don't think I remember. I remember all the
Time Bandits.
Oh, there you go.
The Time Bandits. You remember that movie with those
I
little
think I
midget
remember
fucks?
it. Yes, a little bit. I never
Those
saw
little
it,
midget
but, I remember
motherfuckers.
hearing about it.
Remember those little motherfuckers? Huh? Those little
I heard about them. Yes.
Yeah. There was a lot of famous midgets in that movie. And then you know what other movie was pretty weird that I don't remember as a kid, but I heard about it the other day and I was like, wow, I forgot that he even made that movie. Was Chevy Chase, that movie that he made about all the midgets that were in the movie, the Munchkins that were in it was about the Munchkins.
Over the Rainbow?
Yeah,
I think it was called.
Yeah, it was
Under,
basically about the making of the Wizard of Oz, and when all those dudes were in this hotel and in Hollywood together while they were making the movie, and how much fucking trouble they caused, and which the movie flopped in theaters too.
I know.
Which what are you gonna do? But it flopped big time. Made no money.
Yeah, I don't know. So many underappreciated movies out there that we never got to see.
Well,
I'm
some
surprised. I'm surprised we have yet to see the return of Spinal Tap years after that rockumentary from '84.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It was, yeah.
Well, they kind of continued on those like fake, what is it called? Mockumentaries.
Yeah.
Where it's not a fake documentary,
Yeah,
I love that shit. I love that shit. I like that. I actually like that.
Remember.
What do you think of this Batman suit? What do you think of that?
I'm looking at it right now. It's like, damn, how much more did he want to do? Because they already did that with the Ben Affleck suit there, and he also did the same with Christian Bale's suit there. It's
Remember when
like, holy cow, this is like a monster.
Yeah.
This is like a monster. This is like a black medieval steel suit there. Like, holy cow.
Yeah, and I like the fact that bat symbol in the middle actually is something. It looks like a knife, sort of throwing knife, or a...
What are those little bad, kind of like one of those Chinese stars that he throws.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but it is a trip. But
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I guess Batman, along with Star Wars.
Well,
and
listen,
Superman,
Batman's got to work with what he's got, dude. You know what I mean? Because he's just he's just rich. You know what I mean? Like that's all he's got. He's just fucking rich. So he's got to work with what the fuck he's got.
Yeah.
He ain't Superman. Superman's an alien. This guy, and I love Superman. I always liked Superman just as much as Batman. But I gotta say, man, I think I'm more of a Batman guy now than I ever was. Because Batman just resembles the only superhero without superpowers.
Yeah.
Basically. You know what I mean? He's just like, I'm a normal fucking dude, but, I got good ideas and money. And I put my money to work. I don't let my money just sit there. I actually put it to work and make things and build things. And I like how they incorporated everything into the Christian Bale one, because now you found out how he had all these toys and all these gimmicks that he had was because he was a company that was building these things for, defense fucking, and all that shit for like the army and this and that.
Yes.
Which was cool, I like when they tie legit shit into movies and try to make it like legit as possible. They did that with that Batman, with Christian Bale's Batman. They almost legitimized and made you believe like, hey, a Batman could exist. Like it almost made you think like, hey, a Batman could exist if a guy did what this guy's doing,
And a lot of people deep down inside were probably wishing there was a Batman around their areas with all the bullshit that's been going on with corrupt politicians, the crime in the streets.
What about the movie Kick-Ass? What'd you think of that movie?
I don't think I ever saw that movie, but I only saw a couple of clips of it there on YouTube here and there while browsing.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's like that vigilante type shit,
Absolutely there. I'm thinking about right now the movie Death Wish, speaking of vigilante,
great
with
movie,
Charles
dude.
Bronson.
Great movie. Dude, Death Wish, great movie, bro. Part 1. I think he made like fucking part 5 to that or some shit. There was so many of them.
I think it was about 5 altogether with Charles Bronson. The one that I liked was Death Wish 2 because Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin did the soundtrack for that.
Really? You want to talk movie soundtracks? We could talk some movie soundtracks, brother.
No more white bitches, no
Fucking mo, whoa, whoa, you fucking white. Yo. Fuck a white bitch.
Buck Rogers' Battlefield Galactica or Blue Thunder and Transformers the movie soundtrack is the best I ever heard.
All right, you want to talk movie soundtracks, okay?
All right.
Movie soundtracks. Was it the first Batman or the second Batman? I think the first Batman had Prince.
Yes.
For its music, most of it.
Yes, he had. They released the Prince's music for the soundtrack and the music score from Danny Elfman later on.
Okay, and then the second Batman with Michael Keaton, I think was if I'm not mistaken, was what the fuck is it? MC Hammer.
No, I think MC.
No?
I don't know if MC Hammer. I think
No?
MC
Who the fuck
Hammer
was
did
that?
one for the Addams Family.
Yeah, I remember him doing that, but I could be wrong about that one. But
yeah,
I
just
know.
remember one song from Susie and the Banshees was featured in the Batman Returns soundtrack, if that's what we're referring to.
Well, I don't know. I think the first Batman, yeah, that might be what I was thinking about. But I know the first Batman had a great soundtrack to it. All the fucking songs on that soundtrack were great. I remember playing that as a kid nonstop, that fucking entire CD, because it was so good. Like, that was a really good soundtrack to that fucking movie. It really was. Let me see if it's on here. Hold on one second. I want to see
go ahead.
what the fuck it is. Soundtrack to the original Batman with Michael Keaton. What was on that shit?
The Future Electric Chair, The Arms of Orion.
Oh shit! Here are all the songs right here. Let me see.
Yep.
Vicky Waiting. Oh, they're all. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if one of these play real quick. He did the whole fucking album, dude. He did the entire thing, dude.
Yeah, I guess they'd asked for about 4 or 5 songs, and it came out with 9.
Yeah. This is all for that movie, bro. Like, Prince went hard on that shit for this movie. He was like,
did, yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna make a fucking soundtrack like a motherfucker. And it was all brand new songs, right?
Yeah, it was. Yes.
Make some mookie. Phone book.
Wait, is this? Is this the right one? No, this is the right one, right? Yeah. I just remember different songs, man. I don't remember these, man. I don't remember some of these, dude. Like, I remember, like, what was the fucking main song to the Batman movie?
Bat Dance. I remember that song's coming to mind right now. It was the last track, I think it was.
Bat Dance?
Bat Dance, yes.
And who's that by? Prince?
Prince, yes.
Oh, yeah. Here it is right here, yeah.
movies. And I'm like, wait a minute. So they're referencing Chainsaw Massacre every time they like.
Did you see who they confirmed who's going to be the villain in this new Batman movie? Did you see who it was?
I saw that there's going to be the Riddler and the Penguin. I think.
Fucking Riddler, baby. Yeah, I can't wait, dude.
So who's going to play the Riddler?
I don't know yet, man. That's what I'm dying to find out. I've been trying to find out who they're trying to get to, or who they got, because we don't know. He already obviously did his role already, but I don't know, man.
You're done.
Tommy, what are you doing?
Here we go.
What?
Why do both your eyes look like that?
Here we go.
Black out my eyes when I'm working.
It was part of the makeup that he was wearing.
Tommy, did you see the wrestling figurine that somebody gave me?
Figurine.
What?
What wrestling figurine?
You didn't see somebody had a wrestling figurine made up of me. Look.
Didn't see that.
I saw that, man.
Hold on, I gotta get a light. Hold on.
Who had that made?
That guy, the same guy who had one made for Joe. Look, dude. look, dude. Look, it's even got my shoes on.
Aw.
My Jordan 11s.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? Look at the belly on this fucking thing.
I see that, man. Damn.
Now sit it in a comfortable chair and have it leaning over, falling asleep at a movie theater. Nice.
It is cool, yeah. Looks like you, man.
Fuck you, Tommy. I'm gonna take my hat off, Tommy. And he's bald, Tommy. Look.
Punch your body in face, girl. Maybe you can get the cops called on me. They can come in here and fucking arrest me. Yeah, baby, they can come in with their guns drawn and shoot an unarmed black man, you white bitch. I ain't dating no more white bitches, no motherfucking more. You fucking white cunt. Oh, fuck this white bitch.
Fucking white bitch.
Tommy and Bulltard and Casey have a new movie called To Have the Smell of Kids on Them, and
Ken,
the
what
third
was your
hates
opinion
blacks.
on something?
Oh my god, bro. That is so fucking... Why? What, Tommy?
What was your opinion on some of the kills in Halloween? Do you think they were like very really like bloody, like very?
I loved them. I think they were, some of them were really good. I think some of them were like,
Here we go.
some of them were a little bit over the top,
70 fucking times.
But I think for the most part, they really, you know what I found weird? That he was moving people's bodies around and setting them up different ways and shit. That was weird. He's never done that before. Like in movies. Why is that?
One thing they said was that Michael's kind of a prankster, and I'm like, how is Michael a prankster? He's a killer, for God's sakes.
I don't know. I just thought it was
By the way, if you notice, they used some of the masks from Day of the Witch, by the way. The pumpkin, the skull.
Yeah, when he killed all those people in the park, he put the skull, he put all three of the masks on the three victims that he killed in the park. He used the three masks from the third movie. Yeah, I mentioned that before. I didn't think too many people picked up on that, but I picked up on that. As soon as I saw it, I thought, holy shit, it was the witch's mask and the pumpkin mask and the skull one.
Yeah, and it was like, whoa, they're really, if you're not a diehard Halloween fan, you won't know what those masks are referenced to. But that's a Halloween movie. That wasn't a Halloween movie because Michael Myers wasn't in it.
Wrong. Michael Myers was in it. Michael Myers was in it.
You mean Halloween 3, Season of the Witch?
Yep.
No, he wasn't.
He was in it. Yes, he was. Michael Myers was indeed in that movie.
Where was? Oh yeah, he was on the TV screen.
Yes,
in
he
the
was.
background.
Yes, he was. He was on the TV screen in the background. That's a little trivia question that a lot of people get wrong.
Right, yeah.
But technically, he was in the movie. But no, he didn't kill anybody in the movie. But yeah, they kind of, I don't know what they did with that. But like I said last night about it, I think that movie was good enough in its own right that it was a pretty good fucking scary movie. It was weird. It had a weird, sick, weird twist to it. And that part where he's hanging out in the fucking motel with that chick, and those people get killed next door to the motel, and that guy starts coming around. It was fucking weird. It's a fucking really weird flick, that movie. Scary fucking movie, that movie in its own right. I really do think that. But I don't know why they changed from what they were doing with the original one, because it was all about Michael Myers and the whole thing, and they just changed from it, which was weird. I don't get why they did that.
What'd you think? Question for you: what'd you think what they did with Dr. Loomis? Because that actor's been dead for a while.
Dude, I think they did. Dude, they did such a good job making his face look so real. Don't you think?
Wow.
They made him look so real, dude.
Did Michael kill again? Of course, Dr. Loomis. He's Michael, for God's sakes. He's gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, why are you standing at the foot of the stairs and even asking that, you dumb fuck? Of course Michael's gonna kill people if he has a chance. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
But the thing is, that wasn't even, the person they attacked, that wasn't Michael.
No.
That was somebody pretending to be Michael, I think.
What do you mean, when? The guy in the front yard, you mean?
Yeah, that wasn't Michael.
What do you mean?
I think that was somebody pretending to be him.
Oh, damn, look at Dr. Earl. All spiffed
Yeah, I would
up.
I'd like to challenge the guy who made that figurine of you, Ken, to make that.
Damn.
And wouldn't you believe Jacob PMS was saying, I look like a murderer after he saw that.
Jacob PMS. I like that name. That's a great name. That's almost as good as chemotherapy.
Then 10 seconds later, Dr. Earl takes his glasses off, then puts a Michael Myers mask on, and then walks outside and slits somebody's throat.
Oh, dear God.
I got something even better here. I'm going to put that in the chat right now there.
What do you got, Bubby?
Right, this one. If I had a crossblade lightsaber, I'd be all set.
You would, brother. You would. Spiffy, man. Let's see what else.
I plan on wearing that when me and my sister go to the Texas Renaissance Festival. If she gets a day off, and I do as well.
Fuck yeah, man. I like your face in this photo right here. Look, you look so serious. You're like, I'm going to fucking run this rod right into your fucking head.
He has a big chest, by the way. He has to have a humongous chest. You remember that? Because people always make fun of
what?
That he has that big chest. There's that scene where he doesn't have a shirt on and his chest.
Oh yeah, the Kylo Ren. That spawned the Kylo Ren. challenge.
The Kylo Ren.
I did that.
challenge.
YR did that as well. We were the only ones in this community. I made a vlog challenging everybody to follow suit, but nobody else did.
The Kylo Ren challenge. But hey, listen, it was still fun, right? It
was, yeah.
Remember when everybody was going nuts over the bucket challenge, that fucking douche bucket challenge?
I know, the ice bucket challenge. I guess the idea was
ice bucket challenge, but my mom wouldn't let me when I was living in my house.
Douchebag challenge. Let's make a new challenge. Remember the new challenge was that fucking crate thing for about a week? Everybody's doing that crate fucking thing for about a week.
Crate thing where they were
crate
jumping
thing where
on
they were
milk
climbing
crates?
those milk crates. I was like, you know what? You want to climb on milk crates? At least fucking do something while you're at it. Put this on the fucking top shelf, you cunt. Just kidding. But all right, you guys talk for a second. I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back.
All right. So Tommy, what was you doing? It was a little haunted house thing you were doing there.
It's the haunted farm in Hendersonville.
I see. Yeah, I see.
Right.
There.
That's where I work at. And tonight I was working on a character called Rotten Candy. He's a puppet. He's a puppet that you push a button and, he roars and you can move his hands and stuff like that. The other night I got punched.
Wow.
And I was working in this one room, and it's like a pitch dark room. Like you can't see your hand in front of your face. Like it's that dark. And to get the scare, you have to push a button, and this red light will turn on, and you just go like that, and scare somebody. Well, somebody decided that they would go overboard, and they kicked me in the shin and then punched me in the face. Fortunately,
oh my goodness,
I was wearing a clown mask, so the clown mask absorbed the punch, but I still felt it. I'm like, you motherfucker!
Oh shit! Did the guy get in trouble for doing that?
Yep, they told him never to come back again because of what he did.
Oh god, some people have to take a shit like that. So,
and then
AJ Adams.
I ain't getting no more white bitches, no motherfucking more.
You fucking white cunt. Yo, fuck these white bitches. Yo.
Tommy, do you get in Snickers and the tears of young girls cause Jacob gets paid with tacos and a temporary green card and Scum Frog gets paid in chicken blood?
Yeah. Did you hear about that, Tommy?
What?
That Bullfrog gets paid in chicken blood.
I thought you got paid in chicken wings.
Look at the top of Tommy's hair here.
I thought Bullfrog wasn't working for Joe anymore. I
don't think he is. I'm not sure. I don't think he is.
Nope. He's not working here either.
Lots
He's
of
not
changes.
working anywhere.
Yeah, lots of changes have happened, Tommy. You've been off for quite a while, Tommy. But what?
I've been busy, so
Yeah, it's a good thing, man. I like when you're busy. It's a good thing seeing you out, moving, doing your thing. Especially after your father's, everything that happened with him. You're back on your feet again. You're doing your thing. That's good to see, man.
I got a comedy video coming out soon. Me and my friend recently went out to the comedy club and did some stand-up together.
Oh, dear God. Here
And
Wait, we got another one, Tommy. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, booby.
Oh, it's always on my mind.
Oh, my God.
It's Kane. It's Kane. It's Kane.
Oh, shit. No. Tommy, when
Fat
you were...
Jason Moose Knuckle, Fat Jason Moose Knuckle, Fat Jason Moose Knuckle, Fat Jason Moose
Tommy.
Knuckle, Fat Jason Moose Knuckle, Fat Jason Moose Knuckle.
All right, so...
Happy Halloween, my loves.
So listen. So you sent me the Jason thing, right? Of you dressed up like Jason, right? So I sent it to Filthy, right? And Filthy said this, listen. Wait, Filthy says this. He goes, wait, hold on. Let me see if this is his. Where is... I think this is it.
Yo, for Tommy's version of Jason Voorhees, instead of going, he should go like this. You ready?
Oh, shit.
Every time you go after somebody, you hear.
Oh, dude.
Because Tommy sent me this, and we said, "Wow, that's a pretty thick fucking Jason right there, bro. It's a pretty thick ass Jason."
Oh, wow.
Imagine this Jason running after you. You better really fucking run. This Jason coming in. Look at the ears on that fucking thing, Tommy. What it had ears on it too? That mask?
No, it's a bald cap. It's like it's a bald cap, and it's funny. In the center, there's no face on it, so it's like a hole, but it's like bloody, and like but the only thing covering up is my,
Moose
the
knuckle.
mask, the hockey
Oh,
mask.
Moose knuckle. Say moose knuckle. Just say moose knuckle.
A moose knuckle is where
I love you.
Female, like what?
You had a little bit of a scroto, as I like to call it. A scrotum sack, a scroto.
Thick again.
Oh, But you have fun with it. Obviously, your favorite time of the year is Halloween.
Oh yes,
Right?
Halloween and Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving.
Well, what about
because
whatever happened to Christmas, bro?
I love Christmas. Christmas is Christmas is stressful for me, but it's gonna be stressful this year.
Oh yeah, obviously.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks, brother. But you'll have family still there with you and everything to go through it with you, so you're not by yourself.
The house is under contract, so it's where my mom's already moving stuff. Like she's been moving stuff out of the house.
She didn't take that goddamn
Sith, what up?
I often wondered if King
Oh, that's not Sith. Why did I see that?
Oh, shit.
That's. Oh my God.
Sign this. What you mean sign this nigga? I ain't signing this knuckle. I ain't signing my knuckle.
I thought it said Sith for a second.
If the Jets were smart, they could put Moose Knuckle Jason at linebacker and probably in 10 games.
Sign that fucking guy right now. The Jets would see Tommy at the farm and they'd be like, sign that fucker right now to be our fucking centerman. Sign him right the fuck now with that knuckle. Look at the size of that knuckle. Right in the front row. No quarterback would ever get touched if Tommy was blocking. Tommy, are you going to go take that stuff off your face? What are you doing? How long you been home for?
I've been home for a little bit. I just got home a little bit ago.
All right, you jumping in the shower? What are you doing?
I'll probably just take a washcloth and wash it off my face.
Oh, no, you got to wash up your whole body, brother. You've been around a lot of different people tonight, bro. Don't come home from the fucking farm after you've been around all those people and not take a shower, bro. Wash your hands, your face, your balls, the whole thing. Jump in the shower, take a nice shower. If I lived next to you, I'd come over and massage your back afterwards. But, I don't live there. But still, wash your body, bro. Very important nowadays with the COVIDs going on. You know what I mean? You don't want a needle, do you? Tommy, you're not vaccinated, right?
No, I'm not going to get vaccinated.
What if they tell you you have to? Ooh, Tommy's going to rebel. Tommy is going to rebel. Yo, Dr. Earl, what about you? You get the vaccine?
I did, yes.
Wow.
And it was my decision, not my work. I actually got it.
Next thing right here is.
Which
it was my decision.
Which
not
one did
the,
you get,
my
Dr. Earl?
workplace.
Which one did you get?
I got me the Moderna one.
The Moderna.
Yeah.
The Moderna, I'm sorry.
Moderna, yeah.
Yeah. The Moderna.
And can I just put something in your Twitter DM, something for you and Shannon to play while you're passing out candy?
Oh, nice. Cool.
All right.
Nice. Some scary music?
Yeah, very scary. It's something I created for my channel a few weeks back there.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
And
Thank
Tommy,
you.
I'm going to send you the same link in your Skype DMs as well.
It's music, Tommy.
Not really music. It's a dark soundscape.
Ew, Tommy, come on.
You did.
No, I wasn't doing that on purpose for you to do that. I'm trying to fix the screens. You always think I'm up to something, don't you? You always think I'm up to something. Why is that? And fuck Bullfrog.
Why are your kids zoomed in on my mouth?
I didn't mean to do that. Like, I was trying to take it off. Yo, Elmira, what's her name again?
Elvira.
That chick? Yeah, the Elmira chick. You know she's still fucking hot, man.
I know, I've seen her without that.
She's
yeah,
still got
holy
perfect
cow,
tits.
dude.
She's still got perfect.
face.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. Who do we got here?
Don't touch that gerbil, man. Touch my gerbil, man. Yo, I'm fucking regurgitating gerbil, man.
What?
Yo, Don't touch my fucking
Tommy.
Gerbil man. Gerbil man. Take my left hand.
Is this
my left hand? Don't touch my gerbil man. My
Tommy? Is this for real?
What?
Hold on 1 second. We have the donation coming through. Is this for real, Tommy?
For real, what? You're not saying
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you. Give me a second. I'll ask you.
Ken, you were away when Tommy was telling the story of him getting kicked and punched in the face at farm.
Tommy, you got kicked and punched in the face at the farm?
Yes, it did.
Why?
Because some idiot, overreacted when I was scaring him, and, they banned him from the. They banned the guy.
The guy punched you, bro?
Yeah. The clown mask took most of the impact, but I still got hit. I got kicked in the leg.
Dude,
which it felt like a boot. I'm like one of these idiots that wears boots or something like that. It felt like a boot. So he hit me in the side of my face, and I said, "Fuck you, motherfucker."
Yeah, we got those bozos out there just take everything too seriously. You can't even scare some people nowadays without getting a sock in the
but
jaw.
they're going there knowing they're being scared, and the guy goes and fucking punches you?
Yeah,
Dude, what the
here's
fuck,
the thing,
bro?
Okay, here's a lesson I want to say to the audience here. If you go to a haunted attraction, here's the rules. Don't touch the actors. We won't touch you. We're not going to touch you. So here's a fact. If you go to a haunted attraction, be scared and have some fun, but don't fucking touch the actors.
Agreed. That's one of the main rules of these places.
I agree, man. I definitely agree with that. Real quick, we got AJ Adams chiming in again. I agree with what you said, Tommy, 100%. Don't touch the people. I mean, you're going there to be scared. What the fuck?
And give them a good reaction. Don't be stone-faced and be like, "Ooh, you're not scary."
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
$30 or $50 to come to my attraction and not give us a fucking reaction.
It's just pretty dumb that somebody would go there and not expect to be.
Whatever. I know. That's it. I know, man.
Tommy, the day you end your life slicing your throat over a sink, please give Ken your tard check so he can bury you under your favorite telemetry you stalked.
Dude, Adams, Jesus Christ, bro. AJ Adams, Jesus Christ, bro. We got our last one coming in right now. Spooky season. The spooky season. And he says...
Oh my gosh.
What does he say? I can't see it yet.
Nice of Dr. Earl to lend Ken his murder soundtrack that he plays every Halloween when gathers all the children in the neighborhood and take them to his play den.
Oh my God, dude, what the fuck, bro? What do you think, Dr. Earl is our president? Come on. Dr. Earl's not our...
Oh my God, I'm twice as smarter than that bozo.
Yeah, come on.
Exactly.
As long as it's once a year, who gives a fuck? No, I'm just kidding. But Tommy, what was that? Is that like a spider on me or some shit? Oh my God, I think I had a spider on me. Tommy.
Yes.
I can't believe you got your ass kicked at the farm and nobody did anything about it.
Oh, they did something about it. They
grabbed him.
Hamza should have fucked this guy up. I'm sorry.
Well, it was pitch black, man.
I don't give a fuck how black it was. I don't care how black the guy was. You should have.
I'm fucking trying to fucking say it was dark. It was dark. I couldn't see where he was, and he ran out of my room once he did it.
Didn't they kick him out?
They caught him in the parking lot, and they told him never to come back again because of what he did.
So he punches you, and then he runs like a bitch.
Yep, runs like a bitch, and
like those two bozos that tried to fuck with me that one Sunday night.
Well, you got jumped?
No, a couple teenage punk wads started accusing me of looking at the girl.
Dude, it was on the show, Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy, it was literally on our show where he was calling in to speak with us. And all of a sudden, all these people behind him started going put the fucking phone down. Or what do you got on your phone? And he's like, I wasn't recording anybody. It was pretty crazy, man.
accusing me of this, accusing me of that, saying I look like a pedo, saying I look like a burglar or something like that. So
you hamburger.
I get up. I get up there, I pull out my pocket knife, and it ran like dumb bitches.
Well, let me ask you, what happened when you said this to them?
Let's hide the gerbil. Oh my God. You got that from YR. Let's hide the gerbil. The gerbil. That's Bullfrog's favorite game.
Well, here's Bullfrog.
70 fucking times.
Perfect.
All right, so we have Jason on with us, the biggest Jason ever, folks. Yet, Jason, how do you feel gaining all this weight this year, and do you think you can still keep up with all the kids? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Jason, how do you feel that you grew some hair and you have a big neck now? You gonna kill me for that? Huh? You gonna kill me for that, you brown nose fuck? You got brown on your nose because you shove it in Michael Myers' ass all the time, you fucking fake. You'll never be a Michael Myers. You'll never be a Freddy fucking Krueger. You're always just a fake hockey mask wearing cunt. You son of a bitch. Don't you ever stab me like that again. I'll fuck your face. Oh, I gotta get a fucking cold drink, man. It's getting hot in this fucking house now. Why is it getting hot in here? Damn.
You know, my question is, when those, and like Michael or Jason, when they turn their head like that, what does that mean exactly? It's
like he's looking at you like, I just want to split your fucking face open. That's what he's looking at you like.
When they turn their, because
yeah, he's just basically, he's looking at you like, you dumb individual, I am going to split your fucking mouth and face wide open. And that's what he's thinking. You know, he's just thinking, dumb fuck's about to get killed. About the fucking...
I always say that Friday the 13th is an orgasm with a knife through it. That's what Friday the 13th is. It's just...
What's your favorite franchise, Tommy? What's your favorite horror movie franchise?
That would have to be Elm Street.
Wow, so you pick it over Friday the 13th.
Well, because honestly, Friday the 13th is like the acting, a lot of the actors in those movies are very hacky and like, you know, it's all from the 80s, like 80s actors and stuff like that. But if it's funny, it's funny. The first Friday the 13th movie, you can actually spot Kevin Bacon. He's one of the people that gets killed in that movie. He gets the arrow through his throat. And interesting fact, Jason actually was not in the first Friday the 13th movie.
No, yeah, he wasn't.
It was his mother doing the...
Yeah, she was doing all the killing.
Which I think is kind of weird, but they say Jason witnessed his mother being decapitated. But, you know, it's like...
Well, he did, didn't he?
I guess to a standpoint, he drowned in a lake, you know, and stuff like that. But it's interesting to see a 12-year-old go for a full-grown man. Of course, it's a movie.
Here's another thing I bet you didn't know. Johnny Depp was in the first Elm Street movie.
Yep. He got one of the first kills. Down the bed.
Yep. Oh, yeah. That's one of the most... That's iconic.
When they shot the scene... Yeah. And they tipped up the room, and the blood was pouring onto the.
It was upside down, yes.
It electrocuted the guy that had all the blood, up on top of the room. It caused electric shock in the room, and all the electricity went back up, and it electrocuted the guy that was dumping the blood in the room when they shot the scene with the blood, because the room actually started to tilt because they had it upside down as they shot it. They wanted to make it look like the bed was actually just sitting normal when it was upside down when the blood was dumping out.
Wow, man. Yeah.
If you go on Netflix, they have the movies that made us, and they're doing a horror series on Friday the 13th and Elm Street, Halloween. An interesting fact, when Halloween was released, it was only released in one theater because they were worried about how it would handle in theaters.
Wow.
So every other movie was released in theaters like worldwide, but Halloween was released in one little town just to see how well it would do.
All right, Tommy and Dr. Earl, if you guys had to pick one of the franchises that you would go into and you'd be put into that world and you would have to survive with that killer coming after you, which one would you be put into?
I went out to say Elm Street because I could dream of all sorts of weapons to go after Krueger with.
Okay, all right, that's pretty good. What about you, Tommy?
I would say Friday, like Friday the 13th Part 4 or
Dream Team? Oh, no, Part 4. You mean, wait, Friday the 13th Part 4 is like New Blood, isn't it? Something?
Yeah, that's where he's the fake Jason. That's where he's the fake Jason.
He's the Corey Feldman Jason. Remember Corey Feldman was in it?
Die!
Yeah.
Die!
And then he put remember when he puts the mask on?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Like towards the end, he puts the mask on because I guess he's having some kind of mental breakdown. But like, the weird thing about Friday the 13th movies is that the endings are very weird because they didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like it makes me feel like Freddy is somehow mixed up inside of these Friday the 13th movies secretly, but we don't know it because it's like a dream state that these people have that they're being attacked by Jason.
What did you think? What did you think of Jason versus Freddy?
I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was an epic showdown. I felt like they could have had another serial killer in there. They could have had another.
You know what my favorite part was to that? Was when they hit Jason with the tranquilizers and he goes into the dream world where Freddy is. And basically Freddy was like, oh, well, welcome to my cellar. Like, holy shit, here we are. Like,
and he takes him and he's throwing up against the, he's like ping, 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 like up against the walls and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, that was fucking funny, that part.
One of my favorite parts from that movie is where Freddy's in the real world finally, and as he's fighting Jason, he goes over to the oxygen tanks, these big old tanks, and he's like, prepare to fire the torpedoes. And Freddy's ping, ping. It's just like, he's walking like a badass killer, just watching these things fly right by him. And then Freddy hits one tank and then hits him, but then Jason's just like, poof, and he's like, I'm going to come after you, motherfucker.
Damn.
Yeah, that was fucking good. I like that part, man.
You know what? I gotta retract what I said. Instead of if I'm going to face Freddy Krueger, I'm going to dream as Darth Sidious.
Ooh.
That's some bitch with my Force lightning.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, you're right. That son of a bitch. Yeah, you're right, dude. That's a good fucking idea.
The thing is, you have to understand that when you're dreaming in Freddy's world, you could dream up all these weapons, but Freddy, remember, he's a powerful entity, and he can turn that weapon on you. Remember in Dream Warriors, like these kids.
I remember, yeah.
They had all these weapons to fight him, but Freddy would turn those weapons on them, like even the superhero kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But then again, Palpatine has some tricks up his sleeve, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see those two duke it out.
Oh, well, dude, if they started getting into, like, what Jedis you'd like to see versus each other, I mean, that's like...
Oh, man.
I already know what I got in mind for that shit. Like,
Freddy versus Pennywise. Of course, they're the same.
Oh, there you go.
They're the same kind of creature. They live off their victims' fear. So it's like, Freddy has more of an advantage because he's got the claws. He's got the claws, but you know, all Pennywise has is his, you know, his teeth.
Yeah, but Pennywise dude, Pennywise has way more than just his teeth, Tommy. Come on. He could fucking morph into anything he wants, basically.
He could be Freddy. He can morph into himself. And
Yeah, he could be fucking Freddy if he wanted to. You know?
That's true, yeah.
is afraid of himself as a human, so Pennywise would transform into Freddy's himself as a human or as a kid to terrify Freddy. And I think Pennywise would end up trying to eat Freddy's soul. What's left of Freddy's soul, I think that's
eat your soul, cunt. I used to love Freddy because he would just come out with the best fucking like one-liners, you know? I will eat your blood soul, you fucking cunt. Like what? God damn.
It got too. At one point, the Freddy series got too silly.
Yes, it did. It like around 3 or 4, he was in full-blown like comedy mode, bro. Like some of the shit he was saying was just like, it was funny. It was fucking funny shit, you know? And, you know, I watched this documentary about scary movies the other day because I recorded it because it was on TV and I DVR'd it. And it was like, you know, it really was, it really did start to get cheeseball there, you know, with all the joking and like, you know, but that's what Freddy was known for, being a funny fuck while he was killing people.
Yeah,
but if you watch him in the beginning, there's a lot less kidding around and more Freddy just killing people, because there was one scene where he came into the room and didn't say a word and killed this dude without saying one word to him. And I was like, see, man, he can be, you know, methodical and fucking just, you know. So he does have that side to him. Because, like, if you compare, you know, Jason and Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger all together, there are similarities throughout the three of them, but I think the two that stand out similar is Jason and Michael Myers. Those are the two that stand like side by side similar. You know, Freddy is his own separate entity. He's his own, you know, because listen, Michael Myers don't talk, Jason don't talk. They share that. They both wear a mask, right? They share that.
Yeah.
They both fucking walk after people while they're running away in fear. They both share that. They both have epic music, epic kills. You know, Freddy Krueger shares that with them because Freddy Krueger, I watched his top 10 kills of all time, and the best one that I would say was #1 kill of all time for Freddy Krueger was when he took that girl and ripped off her limbs and she started becoming a roach. And she was in the Roach Motel.
Gosh. Yeah, I remember
she was in the
yeah.
Roach Motel, and he took the Roach Motel, and he goes, "You can check in, but you can't check out." And he crushed it.
He crushes it.
Yeah, that was like, I think, his #1 cool kill. And then I think like Jason's #1 kill was when he took the chick in the sleeping bag and started bashing her around the trees while she was in the sleeping bag. That was a fucking sick kill. And then the best kill that I have to say that Michael Myers might have done is in this new movie, because in this new movie, he kills a couple of people fucked up ways in this movie. Like really fucked up ways, man. You know?
This just came to mind. How about Freddy Krueger against Carrie White?
You mean the chick who had blood all over her?
Yep.
Well, I never thought of that, but I mean, hey. Well,
Yeah, I call it the original Sith Lord.
Wow, what do you mean? Oh, that's what she was? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
yeah, you're right.
Especially the 2013 remake.
Yeah, oh yeah, well, definitely that one.
Carrie would have to be in a dream state, but would she, if she was in a dream state, would she still have her powers of telekinesis? Because that's the thing, Freddy controls everything in his realm.
Yeah.
So for her to use her telekinesis, Freddy would have to be in this world, and she would have to be like, knowing her, she probably would rip Freddy to shreds, ripping off his arms and his head.
Yo, you just thought of a new killer. His name is Shreddy. Instead of Freddy, and he shreds you, and his name is Shreddy.
Ken, I put something in the Skype chat. I think I don't. It says download. I think hopefully maybe it'll be a pop open and probably put it on the screen there. Since we're on the subject of Michael Myers and Carrie White.
Leprechaun versus Chucky. How about that for a versus?
Oh, the leprechaun with his gold on the other side of the fucking.
Who is that, Dr. Earl?
But oh no, the thing I should have sent you.
Yeah.
Kerry White controlling Michael Myers.
What?
Yeah, it should be right. Yeah, you should probably show it on screen for Tommy to see there.
Wait, hold on, let me see if I can get this on there real quick.
Yeah, I was wondering because it was. I'm gonna hope it got in there pretty well there.
Dude, that's crazy. So, basically, that's her controlling. Wow, that's fucked, huh? Like you, yeah, that's a pretty good concept right there, man.
Yeah, since we're on the subject, I figure I bring that up there.
Well, that is that's a pretty damn good concept when you think about it, man. Because they could do something like that with it, you know. They could definitely do something with that.
Well, didn't Carrie die at the end of her movie?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Dragged her mother and her, she tore down the house around her and her mother.
Yes, after killing her mom. Yeah.
There she is, manipulating and controlling Michael. Sexually.
Michael is very simple-minded. A lot of these killers, Jason, these characters, Leatherface, they're very simple-minded. I could see Carrie using and manipulating these killers because they're very simple-minded.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, Freddy, I can't see her doing it with. Freddy, I can't see. Freddy, I cannot see her doing that with. But Jason and Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. You know. And don't forget, Jason already fought someone with powers once. I think it was part 5.
I don't know. There were so many. It's hard to keep count.
I think it was part 5 where Jason fought the chick that wished her father to die, and he died in the Crystal Lake, and she tried to revitalize it, bring him back, and she winded up bringing back Jason instead of her father.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, and then you started seeing the waters bubble, and like all this shit started happening, and. I'm just thinking of all the times how Jason came back from death in the sequels. And it was so many times where, I remember one time this electrical current in the one where he went to, the one where it was Jason Takes on New York, Manhattan. There was electric in the water, and it broke, and it started electrocuting Michael to where...
Wow.
I mean, Jason... What?
By electricity. 2 times he was revived by electricity. Once in that movie, and another time Tommy,
he was in a coffin,
like an idiot, dug him up, and Jason was buried, and
he stuck the
dug him up
into him. He stuck that metal rod into his chest.
Yeah, he fucking
then
sticks the metal rod into him.
Yeah.
This already dead corpse, and then it's lightning, and the lightning strikes.
I gotta tell you, dude, watching that movie when I was a kid. And seeing the lightning hit that rod, and then seeing the lightning go through his body, and then he just opens his eyes. I was like, "Oh, you better get the fuck out of there, man!" Imagine that guy really coming at you, bro. Like really, methodically, walking in back of you, and you're running your ass off, oh my god, and he just keeps catching up to you, God Almighty, dude. They always do that trick in these scary movies, and they did it in this new one. Halloween Kills, where they have somebody looking around because they're afraid to see that killer, and all of a sudden they fall and they look up and the killer's right there. That was
everybody was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was a fucked up part.
Somebody says that Jason and Michael Myers portal jump somehow. They will portal jump just to get ahead of their victims to stab them and kill them.
Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? They had access to porthole jumping. I think they'd be killing a lot more people if they had access to that, Tommy?
I would love to see Michael Myers versus Jason. I think that would be an epic showdown. And, of course, Michael's got that he does have that big knife, but Jason's got that big fucking machete. And I think Michael and Jason would go at each other, but I think at the end, Jason would get the win because Jason would ultimately decapitate Michael and just grab his head and then walk back to Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
I would. You know what? There will probably be a fan-made film on that.
There are a
Interesting
couple
fact,
already.
If you guys want to watch a good Jason fan-made film, it's called Never Hike Alone, and it's really good. And there's one called Never Hike in the Snow, Never Hike Alone in the Snow. And then there's another one, Jason's Alive, which is a separate storyline from those movies. And I think personally they're really good. They revived the Camp Crystal Lake, showing you know, what's Camp Crystal Lake looked like since the murders, and you know, Jason being there. And they gave a really good look to that Jason. They call him Ghost Jason, and I think they're good movies. Honestly, there's only 2 kills in the movie, but like it's really good in my opinion. Because if you want to know why we have not seen an actual Jason movie since 2003 and 2009, it's because there's been a legal battle between the director and the writer of Friday the 13th, and that's why we have not seen a Jason movie yet from Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
And they just ended that legal battle apparently just recently. So I guess in 2024 or 2025, we will be getting a Friday the 13th movie at some point.
Oh, man.
Wow.
You can Google it. I think they even said when it might come out, I think.
Well, I mean, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Dude, I'm a sucker for these movies. I'll go see them anyway. I don't give a fuck. You know, I'll go and see them no matter what.
I remember you went to go see the remake of Child's Play, and honestly, my opinion is I did not like it. I just, you know, it was a better theme where there's a serial killer inside of the doll. I thought it was ridiculous that it was a bad chip. It was a bad chip.
I know,
so
that was pretty. You are right about
gosh.
that. That was a pretty shitty setup to it.
I know. The only thing that would be interesting in that case, as I mentioned, was Mark Hamill as Chucky.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Hamill did a good job with the voice and stuff like that.
The voice is great.
But the thing of it was, China put a bad chip inside of the doll, so he became...
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. You had to resort to that.
Yeah, like that's like to revive. I mean, it was already a good storyline that, you know, Charles Lee Ray put himself into the doll because he was dying, because the police officer shot at him and he knew he was dying, so he puts his soul inside of the doll so he could haunt his enemies after he died. And then what's funny is, he's trying to get out of the doll's body and back into a human body. I'm like, wait a minute, Chucky, you're eternal. You're a fucking doll. You know, you're the Chucky, the killer doll. Like, why do you want to be a fucking human that's just gonna die down the road? Like, it's gonna get old and tired. Like,
well, the guy. My question is, the guy who did this, was he into Wicca, witchcraft, or a magician, or something like that, for him to do that?
Well, the whole thing was that Charles Lee Ray had a friend that does voodoo and taught him voodoo.
I see. Yeah.
He gave him a medallion and stuff like that to work on dark magic, and so when the day came to him, he got shot and he knew he was gonna die. He was running through this toy shop and he saw the good guy doll, and he said, "Dorbi in Dembella."
He knows all that.
Wow.
Give me the power, I beg of you. And he transferred himself, which is funny. The whole entire scene, if you watch Child's Play, the first movie, is insane because this lightning bolt comes down and strikes and blows up the whole entire toy store and just like destroys everything in the toy store, transferring his body into the doll. But, you know, later on they find Charles Lee Ray dead, but they don't know what happened to, you know, like, they think that he just died in the store, and like, really, he's in the doll's body.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting there.
Yes. you know, I watched the original Leprechaun. Like, it was definitely interesting. Like, they kind of itchy at the fact that, you know, where it comes from. Where apparently, I guess the old man had just came back from Ireland, and he had brought the gold, and I guess the Leprechaun had followed him back.
Yeah.
From Ireland. So that's where he came from.
Yo, remember when she gets mad at the doll in the first movie? Listen.
Where are you, motherfucker?
Listen.
Don't fire in the fire if you don't tell me who you are. You bitch.
She says to him, listen right here. She checks and sees if he has batteries. Wait, hold on. I forgot about that part. Oh, that sucked. That wasn't even the part.
Oh.
I liked fucking what's his name as. I mean, I liked the Chucky reboot. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do with it? What more could they do with it? They made it more realistic in the sense of, you know, instead of some guy fucking doing a ritual and getting into a doll's body, like they tried to give you a legitimate reason on why this doll would kill people and shit, you know?
Surprise! Did you miss me, Andy? I sure missed you. I told you we were gonna be friends to the end, and now it's time to play. I got a new game, sport. It's called Hide the Soul. And guess what? You're it. Adi-dui Dembella. Give me the power, I beg. This is no real shit. I'm not gonna spend the rest of my life as a plastic freak. Next time you're alone, you're mine.
Diadactic. Oh shit.
Adi-dui Dembella.
Adi.
Give me the power, I beg of you. Mercier de Bois-Chaillot. S'accuse ente me poids de mort. Mortis mele de becor de m'embaucher. Adelaide pour des boissés d'Embella. Adelaide pour des boissés d'Embella. Adelaide pour des boissés d'Embella.
Damn.
Tommy!
I'll do him de Adodella. You son of a bitch.
Just freak out if you.
Tommy, remember when he found out he couldn't be the doll and too much time passed?
Oh, jeez, yeah. He had already started to become, like, bloody inside. Like, you know, he freaked out. He's like, I've been in this body too long. I can't transfer myself. You know, like, I'm like, duh, Chucky. You know, like, there's been 2 movies
And he was
already.
fucked after that. Right? He was just fucked
But,
after
you know,
that.
then after a while, I think Chucky really got to the point where he didn't want to transfer himself anymore. I think he was happy.
He was happy as
being
the doll.
the
Yo,
killer.
do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember Chucky? The Cult of Chucky. How weird that fucking movie was. The Cult of Chucky, where all these people like, you know, in a cult with Chucky, they all like bowed down to him and did all his bidding. Oh
wow!
Do you remember that one?
No, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it's Cult of Chucky, man. It was a weird one, bro. Really weird one.
I'm surprised nobody's mentioned the Chucky TV series that's on these one of these.
Yeah, it just
channels
started.
now.
It just started, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just started the
And
other
the
night.
original voice actor is doing Chucky's voice.
What,
he
the original
returned-
guy? Really?
Yeah, the original guy that did the movies and stuff like that. He's doing the voice.
Yo, look at the
for
back
Chucky
of this
stuff.
fucking thing's neck, dude. Look at the back of this fucking thing's neck, bro. Made just like my neck, dude. Look. Nah, I'm just kidding. My neck don't look that fucking fat, but look at that neck on this fucking thing, dude. Look at that. Look at the neck on this fucking thing. He's got a half black neck.
Damn.
Like, what is up with the fucking neck on this fucking necrophiliac? This thing's a
damn.
fucking. Look at the head on this fucking beautiful head on this thing, dude.
Yeah, he gave you a Triple H beard.
Is everybody aggravated that every single horror movie right now is on Peacock and not on Netflix?
Dude, Peacock has got so many great fucking horror movies. It's not even funny. Like, they got it all, bro. They got it all. Right
Yeah,
now.
I know. Like, I have Peacock myself, and I'm
Yeah.
like, the Peacock's platform is so fucked. It's so laggy.
Yeah, it is. You're right, dude. I experienced that tonight for the first time, bro, with that. I thought it was my internet, and it probably was, but yeah, I was having massive problems with it, bro, with
And
Peacock.
I had to watch Halloween Kills 2 times because it wouldn't let me just skip to the part where I had paused it, and then Peacock.
Yeah, same thing with me,
reset.
dude. That's so
Really?
weird that you're telling me this. Same shit with me. Yeah, Peacock's fucked then, I guess, huh?
And if you pause it, it freezes.
Yep, same
it-
shit.
It's like,
Yep, same shit with me.
it pissed me off. I had to go pee, so I paused the movie. I come back. I try to unpause it. The fucking thing won't unpause.
I know, and it won't go back to the
Damn.
original spot that it was supposed to be at. All kinds of shit was going on with this fucking thing.
And then I jump on Twitter. And I'm like, "Fuck you, Peacock. Fix your fucking platform, you dickheads."
And then they sent you a
want-
message back telling you to go fuck yourself. They're gonna make sure that you never get into the entertainment business ever again. They're gonna box you out. Now I'm just fucking with you, but yeah, they really are. Their system is not. It's not good. It just does not work good.
Why did WWE? And here's the weird thing. You want to hear something crazy?
What?
WWE has this whole entire platform on Peacock.
Yeah.
You know a movie they just released on Netflix
What?
is The New Day versus The Undertaker. It's basically you have to like select certain things and make the New Day do a certain choice.
Really?
And
One
stuff
of those options things that they have.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Like a
I'm like,
game?
wait a second. Why did they put this on Peacock? It's a WWE property. Why is it on Netflix?
Because they must be, allowed a certain amount of shit onto their,
Yeah.
Knowing how Vinny Whack is, he'll take his product everywhere he can.
Yeah.
Vince is getting desperate because he knows he's losing the war in the wrestling world.
Well, yeah, his shit's failing. His shit's failing, dude. You know?
And hey, you had a Hall of Famer coming out and bashing WWE and saying, "Hey, WWE is not the only place you can go to wrestle now."
I think it was Mick Foley that said that, I believe, if I'm
Yeah,
correct.
Mick Foley said that, and Mick Foley's right. Like, Vince needs to get it straight, and he needs to stop fucking around and thinking he's the biggest dog in this arena, which he's not. AEW has taken their dick and they have flopped on the table and they say, "Motherfucker, do something, Vince." And Vince is just like, "Let's get Brock Lesnar again." Like,
I know, we're tired of hearing about Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
I'm like,
I know, but do you remember how much he used to use John Cena back in the day?
Oh, yeah, a lot of times.
It was like non-stop Cena crammed down your throat. It's like it was like the fucking Dodgers, crammed down your throat.
why did Cena not retire? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, he's off making movies. I'm like, Cena, just fucking get inducted in the Hall
Why?
of
Why
Fame.
should he? Why should he, man? Because you know why? He can come back and collect a shit ton of money for doing basically
Yeah,
dick.
they do. Yeah, absolutely. And
You know what
the
I
same
mean?
thing with The Rock, or same
Yeah.
thing with David Bautista.
Yeah, why would he want to give that away? He's got it to where now he could do what The Rock has done for so many years and cash in once in a while on a big fucking, a big pay-per-view.
He said that he will. He said recently in an interview he will not come back and wrestle in WWE. He is done. He said that he is done with WWE.
Who?
Dave Bautista. He said this in an interview. He's like,
Yeah, but you know what? Batista always fucking says that. You know? Batista's been known for saying, I'll never come back, and then he comes back anyway. And you want to know something? McMahon, right? Vince McMahon, he's willing to work with anybody, even if he had problems with them. He's still willing to work with them. If the price is right
That's true,
and it makes sense, you know, he'll do it. You know what I mean? And I think that's, you know, that's good business, first of all, because you never can, you know, stop yourself from working with certain people. But it looks like time is running out for Vince and the whole entire company, because obviously, man, they got this fucking new company breathing down their neck, and each week it becomes more and more better than what WWE is putting out, and each week
And don't forget the other companies like Impact, Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but those companies have had so long to try to overtake the WWE, and they just couldn't do it. You know what I mean? But this company, this is the company that can do it. This is the company that can actually. And you know what? This is what WWE needed, okay? Because when you sit there and you don't have competition and you don't have somebody pushing you to do better, you know what? You get complacent, and that motherfucker WWE got totally complacent and lazy and just dropped the ball on so many things. And it's good to see them get pushed now, because at least now this way, you know, eventually you're going to be seeing the best wrestling you could see coming out of both these companies. Probably all 5 of these companies that are out there. You're going to soon, within a year or two from now, you're probably going to see the renaissance of wrestling, because it's going to get good again. It's already starting to fucking sway that way. And I bet you that not only AEW continues to have these unbelievable fucking, you know, what's it called again? The numbers, ratings. And I bet you WWE improves their ratings with them, kind of like WCW did in WWF in the old days when they both were starting to rise together at one point. You know, because wrestling was just getting really popular at that point again. You know, and if all these companies are doing the right thing at the same time, wrestling in general is just going to get popular again. You know?
And plus, word to the wise to Vinny Wack, stop messing with everyone's character. Let them have their identity. Let them have their character. Because I read something in the Twitter feed there that apparently, according to them, Bray Wyatt was kind of difficult. But the problem was, if they had their way, they would have ruined both of his characters. I mean, look what they did.
Bray Wyatt is just a WWE character.
Yeah.
I can't remember his real name. The guy
Wyndham Rotunda. That's his real name.
It's IRS's son, Mike. Tommy, did you know that?
Yeah. What?
That's IRS's son.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, IRS.
Yeah, Mike Rotunda. He was also in the U.S. Express with Barry Windham, where he, of course, Rotunda Jr. got his first name from.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. He got his first. Did you know he got his first start in? He came in with the Nexus back in the day. What was it?
Yeah, I remember that.
He has gone through so much development over the years. WWE has really kind of shit stirred him, and when they give him a good, here's the funny thing: they give him a good character, the Fiend, you know, and stuff like that.
He had a couple of good.
They fire him,
dude. The character that he first came up with, that first character that he came up with, that came out holding the light, and then the good music would hit.
Cult leader.
Yeah, that music would hit, and he was basically that cult leader, bro. That was good. They could have really kept doing something with that. You know, and really, and they could have went big places. And honestly, they dropped the ball tremendously bad on that, because they had their next Undertaker. They had their next guy that they could hang their WrestleMania hat on for years and years and years to come. You know, and
they could have had their
fucking
next
dropped the ball.
They fucked it up. They
fucked up
WWE
bad,
does.
dude. Because that dude, they had a perfect opportunity with him, like, you know, and that character that was built up already. And it could have made it so much better than it already was. And they fucking just really fucked the. Yeah, I mean, they really fucked that up, but good.
Yeah, they did. Look what they did with Nikki Cross. When she came in, she was like this insane, twisted sister, and now they made her something like a superhero.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let them be themselves, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
I think what's stupid is Vince has this way where, no, you can't wrestle for anybody else but me. And at AEW, you see Jon Moxley going to these smaller wrestling companies and getting into these fucking aggressive wrestling matches, and you're like, if Jon Moxley was wrestling for WWE now, he couldn't go do that. He couldn't go wrestle in another wrestling company and just have fun.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
WWE, they are a slave to that company.
Remember what Vince tried to do with some of their roster when they were doing their streams on Twitch TV.
Yeah. Yeah, it's embarrassing, man.
It is. It's like, and now not Edge, but Christian, he jumped from WWE over to AEW now. Edge just needs to make the move himself because, there's certain wrestlers that I think would be better in AEW that are wrestling in WWE because the writers just suck.
Yeah, I know. And plus, you have to add input into your promos, into your characters, and in your storylines. And that's what Vince needs to go back to doing, man.
Yeah, I know.
He's old-fashioned. He believes that everything has to be simple, and it's ridiculous.
PG, which stinks.
And the fact that he took back NXT, for NXT fans.
And that was wrong.
Yeah.
Prepare to cry because it's gonna be Vince McMahonified, honestly.
And worse yet, his son-in-law got demoted.
What do you mean?
Triple H.
Yes, from what I understand, he got demoted from his previous position, I guess, for some dumb reason. And
Really?
I don't like the NXT logo they have now. It looks kind of gayish.
Really?
Yeah, when you look at it with all the colors in there, it's like, are you kidding me?
I mean, AEW does have a very colorful logo. They have the gold logo, but they have all the exploding paint everywhere, like pink, purple, orange, red. They have those different colors in for that logo. But that's just that's AEW for you. You have this nice polished company that has a never-ending checkbook. And of course, one thing about it is they're trying not to be a version of WCW because WCW was a sinking ship.
Mismanaged to the T. I think all the wrestling companies learned what not to do.
Here's the deal. If Ted Turner hadn't stepped back from being the checkbook, we would have seen a different world of wrestling.
Absolutely. I agree. That was one of the biggest mistakes.
And here's the fact. Look at the fact that Ted Turner stepped back because a fucking company called AOL said, we don't like wrestling. We think it's too violent. Well, AOL, where the fuck are you now?
Precisely, yeah.
Nowhere.
Wow, Tommy, I give you credit. Damn, I give Tommy credit for knowing all this, bro. It's pretty good shit, Tommy. Pretty good shit, man.
Precisely, absolutely. I remember hearing Vince Russo talking about that.
Yeah, because AOL is not shit. Go ahead, Tommy.
Back from WCW was because of fucking AOL, and they said to him, "It's too violent." And Ted Turner's like, "Well, I guess I have to step back there, and I'm just going to give you a certain amount of money to WCW, and I'm just going to have to step back there." And then mismanagement bullshit, and Vince practically just took the company and slit its throat, took the wrestlers he wanted, and fired everybody else.
Yep.
And now Vince always tries to shit on WCW by bringing the WCW wrestlers back and having his wrestlers beat the shit out of him at WrestleMania, just like when Sting came back and fought Triple H. it's like, oh, we have to push Triple H. No, Sting should come back and win at fucking WrestleMania.
I know. I remember hearing about that. That was a disappointment as well.
It's amazing how Vince always tries to bury the image of what WCW was. It's like, and here's the thing, I have a feeling if something was ever to happen and he was to destroy AEW, he would do the exact same thing that he did to WCW.
I think all that burying was his way of payback towards Eric Bischoff for those 83 weeks on top over the WWF.
Yeah, and he even pulled in Eric Bischoff and like started fucking him up and stuff like that, doing stupid promos and storylines with him. Like, it's just it just shows you the mentality of Vince McMahon and the WWE, and like they're a public company, and AEW is not really a public company.
Yeah, because when you're a public company, you got shareholders to please. Anytime somebody just says obscene gesture or does something gory or something like that, some of those shareholders gonna be like, "I'm selling my stock. I'm out of here," and the WWE cannot afford that.
I just heard that. I don't know if this is a rumor or not. I heard that TNT told AEW that they couldn't smoke on the show. Like, they got upset. I don't know if that's true or not.
Smoke cigarettes?
Yeah, so I think they were smoking a cigar or something like that on TV or something like that, and TNT got upset about that for them smoking.
Well, I can understand that. Well, I'm pretty much anti-smoking myself there,
I think what's interesting is that every time you watch WWE television, that in the middle of a broadcast, it's like, vaping is very bad for you. Vaping is evil. Vaping has toxicity in it. And I'm like, so wait a second, WWE. You're saying vaping is bad, but the fact is that what are people supposed to do? You want people to smoke? So you're saying vaping is bad. I think it's really interesting that they try to diminish vaping and saying how bad it is. Very bad.
Oh, gosh. My suggestion to everybody is not to get into neither habit.
It is bad. I mean, yeah.
I'm glad I never took up smoking. Especially with Eddie Van Halen and Lemmy Kilmister dying from cancer. And both those cats were heavy smokers,
Yeah.
You ever gonna put down the cigarette can? I always worry about
Absolutely
you, buddy.
not. I am not a quitter, bro. I don't quit. But no, seriously, how do you feel about my balls in your ass? No. You know what? Listen, I do need to quit. You're right, but it's stressful times, and I don't think I can quit right now in the COVID era, because I think I'll choke people if I did. So
lollipops,
I kind of,
like Kojak did back in the series.
Kind of can't quit yet because I need something to fucking keep me going,
That line from Deadpool where he punches Colossus, and he's like, "Your poor wife." He breaks both of his hands and breaks his foot. He's like, everybody fear the T-Rex. I love that scene. It cracks me up.
I think that company will eventually be just like WWE is, where they're sold like, they're on the stock exchange and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because that company's growing, and it's, it was a fairly brand new company, in the last, 2-3 years or whatever.
Yeah, it has, yeah.
So, you got to give it time, and I think eventually that company will be, the same thing that WWE is. But let's hope that they don't fucking go the same way that WWE did at that point. But they are trying to appeal to the same group that WWE is now. And what I mean by that is, at some point, WWE changed up their shit and said, hey, let's fuck the guys that are in this age group, and let's go for kids. Because they went the opposite fucking route of what they were doing in the mid 2000s and late 90s.
Yeah.
And it was like they switched up, you know, and they obviously did because they were going after a different demographic, you know.
Yeah, it was anti-establishment. I mean, like the traditional say your prayers, take your vitamins, and it was out the door ages ago, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think it's that WWE goes over to Saudi Arabia and then wrestles for the prince over there, and like when he in fact that he has killed?
Dude, money talks, bro. And McMahon wants to make money, and that right there is a money maker going over there. And those people
true,
over there, they want to see Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan. They want to see Bret Hart, and they want to see all the older guys that were around back in the heyday. They don't want to see the new guys. They don't even like the new people.
He was. I think the prince was trying to get some wrestlers that were dead.
Yeah. They asked him about.
Oh my gosh.
They asked about Yokozuna, bro. They were like, "Bring him back to life. Bring these guys back to life." And they were like, "No, we can't do that. Sorry, man. He's fucking." You know, there's certain wrestlers cannot come back. We can't bring the Ultimate Warrior with us. We can't bring Yokozuna. We can't even bring Bret Hart. Okay.
No.
Sorry.
No.
But those,
No,
you know,
they got to deal with what they got there.
Stroke recently.
What?
He had I heard that Bret Hart had a stroke a while back ago.
It was a couple years back, yes.
You know, I mean, the thing is that, you know, there was a lot of wrestlers like Daniel Bryan. You know, he didn't go over to Saudi Arabia because he didn't believe what, you know, about what Saudi Arabia was.
Yeah, he
and
tried
what
to stand
they were
up.
doing over there.
I kind of agree. I understand that full well. I mean, like, yeah, they had the women's roster over there, but they had to cover up they had to wear regular T-shirts.
I watched.
And then remember they just let women wrestle over there not too long ago.
I know, yeah.
Natalia and someone else, I think it was, right?
Yes, I'm not too sure, but they couldn't show those flashy bikini like outfits that they were wearing, what they usually wear here.
Yeah.
Because over there, women are considered second class.
Damn, man. I know they don't even want to see him wrestle. They fucking it's like they fucking
there was
can't stand
when
women,
Natalia came out, believe it or not, and I saw this on Twitter. Somebody threw like a water bottle onto the stage after she came out, I guess it was.
Wow. They fucking hate women there. I mean, like, why do you hate women so much, dude?
I don't know.
You know, and it's like, by hating women that much, you know what? You're a real faggot. You know? Like a bunch of fags.
I know.
The first Crown Jewel that I watched, like they were like the whole it wasn't like a regular audience. It was like the prince's like royal aides and where the prince was, and they had these soft cushiony chairs and everything. It was so cringy because the whole entire arena was like white. You could just see the white robes that they wear. You know, you'd see a black robe, and then you'd see a white robe.
Yeah.
It was so cringy.
Oh gosh.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
You know? I'm getting kind of tired now.
I tell you what, I wonder if Vince would, if you gave Vince enough, you know, you could probably take a dildo and butt fuck him with a dildo.
Yeah, dude. Listen, if it made him money, or like, you know, he'd do it in a second, man. That's how Vince is.
Yeah,
If you
I
get
would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Vince, you can get out of the wrestling business, give WWE to AEW, let them absorb your company, and Vince will be like, how much?
Maybe they should give it to Triple H because maybe Triple H has better ideas than Vince does.
Apparently, Triple H, Hunter Hearns Helmsley.
Let's hide the gerbil.
I hate Triple H. Okay.
Let's hide the gerbil.
Let's hide the gerbil, Tommy. Have you ever played Let's Hide the Gerbil?
No.
Let's hide the gerbil. Oh my god.
70 fucking times.
Well, Ken, it's been good talking wrestling and movies with you guys, but I gotta go to bed. Okay.
Tommy.
And I'm gonna head to hay myself. I got work tomorrow.
Well, Dr. Earl and Tommy, both of you guys, man, thank you guys for both coming on tonight.
Hey, thanks for having us on, dude.
Dude, it was fun, man.
Have a good night, Ken.
You too,
Have a good one,
Tommy.
Tommy. Ken.
Yeah, thank you guys, both of you, Tommy and the one and only Dr. Earl. Dr. Earl, I'll hit you up soon, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely so, man. We got to do some shows together, man.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Definitely.
All three of us. Definitely.
Yeah, that would be fun, man.
Bye-bye.
All right, Doc. Peace, brother. The great Dr. Earl, ladies and gentlemen. The one and the only. The doctor.
The doctor. The doctor. Yes, the doctor. Yes, I am the doctor.
Well, hey, it turned out to be a pretty chill little night. I couldn't be that loud, obviously. My daughter has a friend sleeping over, and, you know, we got a late start, man. I'm sorry it was such a late start, man. The internet, literally, I tried to start the show 5 times and sat here with Shannon, looking over everything, calling the company, and they're telling me it's due to the weather. We have outages all over the place, blah, blah, blah. We have people out trying to fix it. And then it worked. Then it didn't. Then I got on, and I thought I actually started the show, did the whole intro and everything, and Shannon goes, "You're not on." And I'm like, fuck. Now it was at 11:30. So I was trying to get on earlier, but couldn't. So what are you going to do?
You're done.
No, I just got started, so.
Here we go.
Yeah, so, but tomorrow, enjoy the football that's on. Should be a good one. And the fucking Islanders had their second game tonight, and they got their asses handed to them again. They do not look good to start the season. It's only 2 games in, but still, they just look terrible. So, but hey, what are you going to do, man? At least baseball season's over for me. That I can deal with. Because the Mets suck so bad. They're looking to get Billy Bean right now at this point, but it's not going to happen. They'll probably end up with dog shit, as they always do. But out of the 4 teams left, Houston, Boston, Atlanta, and LA. All right, I hate the fucking Dodgers. I do not want to see them win, so definitely against the Dodgers. I hate the fucking Atlanta Braves. I wish both of those teams could lose, but one of them has to win. But hopefully one of them will lose in the World Series, whether it be LA or Atlanta. And on the other side, Boston, can't stand them. And Houston, I really don't have a problem with them at all. All I do is hear the Yankee fans complain about them. Yankee fans complain about Houston all the time. The Yankees could lose in the middle of August against the Chicago Cubs, and they'll be bitching and moaning about the fucking Houston Astros because they're so fucking just, they feel like they were robbed so bad back in 2017 or 2018 when they made it far and they got fucked by them. And there was the whole thing about them hitting the cans and blah, 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 and cheating and da-da-da-da. And it's like, Yankees, shut the fuck up because you guys were known to cheat too, okay? The World Series they won in the late 90s and early 2000s, there were people juicing left and right on their pitching staff, on their everyday fucking roster. Everyone was juicing, especially on the Yankees. Now, the Mets, they did have a couple of juicers as well. When they made the World Series in 2000 against the Yankees, the Mets definitely had some dudes that were juicing as well. Mike Piazza was one of them. I don't care what he says. I love the guy with all my heart. One of my favorite players of all time. Listen, he was juicing. It's pretty obvious. You know, Barry Bonds, he saw all these guys juicing and making astronomical amount of money and fame and all the stuff that came with it. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking juice. And he did. His head grew fucking 9 times the size, but, you know, they were hitting home runs like it was going out of fucking fashion, man. It was crazy. Everybody beat Babe Ruth. It was like 1, 2, 3 years in a row where just about everybody beat Babe Ruth. You know? Fucking pitiful.
You're done.
But, you know, that's the way baseball is. And if I had to pick one of those teams to win, I'd probably go with Houston. Just because Houston, you know, I don't really have a hatred towards them. They've never really fucked the Mets. So neither is Boston, but, you know, New York's got that whole Boston, New York thing, right? So you can't really go on that. Yeah, dude, Hunter, I see what you said in the chat. They are doing Scream 5, bro. Like, they're doing Scream 5, really? Really? It's just, I don't know what to expect from that. Don't know what to expect from that. You know, I looked up, if you guys want to look up something really cool, go onto the internet and search what movies have been ordered by what apps. Like an app like Netflix, they go and order other shows and movies that, you know, are shit that they know people want to watch, people want to see. So I think they the list of the movies and shows that they have that they're creating is fucking awesome. They call for a sequel from some of these movies that never had sequels, and you know, and like I said before, it's like we all get excited looking forward to these movies and shows, and they don't seem to deliver ever. You know, it's always like, damn it, man, that should have been better, or damn it, man, that wasn't, you know, as good as I, you know, wanted it to be. And it just seems like we're always saying that with every fucking franchise now. It's ridiculous already. Can somebody make something that's fucking good? And the Halloween Kills, like I said before, I give it a 5.5, and I think that's being very generous with this movie, because besides the killings and all that, which I'm not really there for, it really wasn't that good. Like, I guess the storyline was good little storyline in there, but I don't know, man. Besides that, you know, and there's a couple of spots in the Halloween movie where I was, and Shannon brought it up too, there was a couple of times where certain things happen and you're saying to yourself, did that, like, how did he do that? Like, it's impossible that he did that, you know? And I hate doing that in movies where you're like, yo, this is impossible what he's doing right now. It's impossible that somebody with a gun in their hands can be going to shoot somebody and then all of a sudden, I'll just kick this door open and they'll shoot themselves in the face. Or they'll come at me with a shotgun and they'll shoot too close to me that I'll be able to lift it up and out of the way of hurting me. Like, this guy just gets so lucky, fucking Michael Myers. He gets so fucking lucky. It's like we're watching a movie or something. God, man, it's fucking annoying. But anyway, yeah, so that's about it for tonight. It's fucking 3:30 in the morning. You know, I'm glad you guys have been here. Who's in the chat still? Who do we got here? Who are the OGs that stuck out for this tonight? Derailed Podcast, News and Podcasts, yeah, is in there. Crazy Blade, Hunter, Bam, what's up, brother? Eddie, let's see what you wrote now. Let's see. Braves versus Red Sox in the World Series. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be, too. Well, no. I'm sorry. I thought it was going to be Red Sox and L.A. Dodgers and Red Sox. That's my pick now. I mean, it was my pick at the beginning of the playoffs, so I got to stay with it. L.A. and Red Sox. And if that comes down to that, even though the Red Sox have won, 4 World Series in the last 20 years? And if L.A. makes it, I mean, that's how many World Series in the last fucking 5-6 years. It's insane how many they've been in. If they make it again, L.A. It'll be insane if they make it again, honestly. It's like they're the new Yankees, and I don't see them losing ever again. With Scherzer and all these fucking people on their team, dude, it's ridiculous. It really is. It's like highway robbery, man. They keep getting these great fucking guys, bro. Yeah, and Atlanta got robbed for the All-Star game. Blake brings up a good point. Atlanta did get robbed for the All-Star game. A lot of their vendors and all that shit got robbed that were there, that was set up to fucking make some money. But at least they made the playoffs, so they're getting some of that back, that they can actually have some more games extra. That's got to help them out a little bit, you know? But who knows? Who knows at this point? I'm very parched, man. Let me get my drink. Let me get a water. Hold on. Give me a water. Give me a fucking water. Give me a fucking water. Let me get a fucking water. Let me give me a fucking water. All right, so Filthy was all set to come on tonight. We were going to show you guys the videos from the Boston trip. And so many funny videos, man, and photos that we had lined up to show you guys tonight, man. Sucks that we didn't get to do it, but I guess next week we'll do it. Or I'm going to try to get him in here during the week, Filthy, because we're still doing the throwback episode, so Bloodline should be this week. Not Bloodline, Meat Locker should be this week. So I do have to get Filthy on for that. So maybe we could do that on that episode of Meat Locker, where we could show you guys some shit and go over it, because he had so many great videos. I couldn't wait to show you guys tonight. There's a lot of shit on there that you're going to die. Us running around Salem like two idiots, drunk off our asses. So, and Chris too is coming on. I apologize to both those guys. The fucking internet, and I was calling them, and they said, hit me up when you finally go on if you do. And it was so late already that I felt bad. I didn't even bother to hit them up. Probably asleep anyway, But yeah, I might be around tomorrow night. I might be around tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, then I'll definitely be around Monday with No Hard Feelings. Hopefully Nick's good with that. And we'll be back with No Hard Feelings on Monday. But tomorrow, if I have enough time, I'll live stream maybe during the night. Because like I said, I have shit to do tomorrow during the day. So after that, I'm good to go. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, enjoy the football games tomorrow. And yeah, take it easy. Everybody have a nice Sunday. The fucking weekends go by too quick, man. I really do. Really go by too quick, man. Weekends should be 3 days. I'm sorry. Football in 3 hours. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Dolphins. Pancakes and football. There you go, Blake. Nothing like some pancakes and some football, right? Oh, Bullfrog, you know you can't come on here, Bo. Come on. Don't start that shit with me, Bullfrog. You know I still love you, Booby.
And I got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
Did you guys hear that guy who called in a Dave show the other day? Holy shit.
Wanna make beats? Tap your way into music.
Wanna make beats? Tap your way into my heart, motherfucker. Well, that's about it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on this late one. I appreciate you guys for staying and, and everything you guys do. Just remember to
stand back and stand by.
Stand back and stand by, guys. Honestly, because you're gonna want to stand back and stand by.
Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Because you got to stand back and stand by.
You remind me of a guy that's good at fucking and sucking.
Well, I am pretty good at that. It's one of the only things I am good at. You all right? You just coughed. God bless you. God bless. All right, you can stop now. That's like 5 times in a row. So anyway,
do I have everybody's attention now?
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Pussy.
And stay cool.
The utility belt.
Stay cool. Don't shoot the bologna.
Shooting the bologna?
Don't shoot the bologna with anybody that you don't know, because you don't want to get caught up in some kind of bologna war. You know what I mean? And that's about it, folks. Shout out to Connor. for this nice beat here. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, Monday. See you on the Patreon. Peace out, everybody. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the foul mouth. Get your neighborhood foul up on the foul mouth. Yeah, you think I talk about you? I could give a fuck what you say. Think I'm out, dude. Pour your heart out, you's a bitch. You talk about me, I'm living in your head. I don't give a fuck about you. I can't talk about it when I'm on my show, man. I don't even think about it. Take a dick and fucking bow. You ain't on my mind, bitch. You's a fucking crowd. Three's a number. Three's a fucking crowd. Get lost out this bitch, cause I'm fucking proud. I don't talk about it. Chemotherapy, I'm be about it. Take a dick up in your mouth, bitch, and be about it. Use a pussy ass bitch and fucking shit about it. Yeah, I don't even worry what you saying, buddy. I can give a fuck. Well, you at home, you acting funny. Use a bitch, ass soft, white boy, bitch. You thinking you something and you ain't fucking shit. Man, I could give a fuck what you say and what you think and who the fuck you talk. Make your threats, keep talking shit. You ain't doing nothing. I'm living my life, baby, and I ain't never frontin'. Comatose in these bitches for something. Steely Dan looking ass bitch. This one goes out to Keith Rebarber. Yo, I said I want tanting, want to take between the days. I'm the motherfucker that be calling on your face, ripping up these other neighborhoods by their mama. I could even talk when you talk about the drama. When I see you at home, you ain't so fucking bitch, and you know it when they drop the honey bombs and my kids don't eat. I see the sandwich that be laying on your feet.
Time that someone else gets a honey bomb, they think of my kids losing a sandwich.
And I love my boys from Friday nights. Shout out to my boy Nicky Nines all night. Shout out to my motherfucking champion. You can't do nothing to him, son. Yeah, his name is Devious. He's the devious one. Dave coming through, about to rip you, son.
Hey, hot Friday night fire hot.
Yeah, you know it's fire. Every Friday night, man, we make you perspire. You could do your stupid show for 2 hours. You ain't making your money and you bounce after an hour, bitch.
You could not let
Yeah, we know the deal, little cunt. Think you're fooling us, but we don't give a fuck. Honey bombs, that's what's up.
I want to lose my mind.
Yeah, as my man Devious, break it down for these niggas. Break it on down for these motherfucking chickas.
Break it down.
Yeah.
Break it down. Break it down.
Yeah,
Break it down.
You know how they fucking do when they acting like clowns. These bitches getting down on their fucking knees, sucking on these.
I'm a clown.
Yeah, we know it already. Call your uncle up, get the spaghetti all over your mom's ready. Is you fucking ready? Pussy by the barrel.
A pussy.
You fucking howl out in the front of your house like a little bitch. Illiterate cunt, you got the...
Do I have everybody's attention now?
Screw you. Screw you. Screw your family. Screw you. You know what? Fuck you.
Nah.
Go to hell.
Fuck you. You suck. You can't do shit. You're just like Joe. You ain't talking shit. All you do is fucking lie. Can't tell the truth. Man, I'm clandestine. You can see through this dude. God damn, that was good. Almost so good it gives me fucking wood. Spring, sprung, spring ding dong.
Halloween comes, I'm the fucking man that be eating the fucking ass. Thinking like I'm a little white piece of fucking trash. Walking around trailer park, piece of ass. I can fucking vis-a-vis me up in your ass. Lay me down, let me see what PlayStation number 5. Coming for your motherfucking body and survive. It's a Beretta, not the feta. Get the fettuccine Alfredo. Get tomato, mayonnaise from my boy Tato. For really, I'm about to drop the bomb like I'm Healy. Oh, helium floating on this motherfucker. I don't care, come on, sick tech motherfucker.
I'm gay, but I'm just using it as an image. Oh no, I just had a heart attack.
Oh, Tommy!
Oh no, Bullfrog's going down.
Oh my God. He's imitating Bullfrog's death right now.
I'm just using it as an image. Oh no, I just had a heart attack.
Oh, Tommy!
Oh no, Bullfrog's going down.
Oh my God. He's imitating Bullfrog's death right now. He is imitating Bullfrog's death.
Here we go.
I was like, no, I'm gonna stand up for the black guy that this guy thinks I am.
Me and my 2 coaches will go into a back room at the gym.
Time that someone else get that they get.
At the gym, and we'll close the door because oh my gosh, my body, I just want to scream out loud in agony, folks. I wish I could film a segment. My coach doesn't like to be on camera, really, but you know. So the thing is that at the gym, and we'll close the door because oh my gosh, my body, I just sometimes scream out loud in agony, folks. I wish I could film a segment. My coach doesn't like to be on camera, really, but you know. So the thing is that oh my gosh, I am in so much pain when he does this to me.
I will bend for you.
Fuck that tuna.
What is in it? What is in it? You want to be in a relationship with me?
You can.
It's me,
Tommy.
Oh, son of a bitch! What? It's me,
Tommy.
It was me all along.
Tommy.
Mark. Mark.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, you fake fuck. Shut the fuck up, you fake fuck.
Did he like to squeeze it and suck it?
Hey, this nigga feeling for real.
Get the fuck out of here! You motherfucking accuser!
Put my dick in you.
Singing blue check mark. I love you. Blue check mark.
Here we go. Here we go.
I don't know. I'm looking at my.
Come on, man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, yes, he is. Yes, yes, he is.
And again, do your job. Do your fucking job.
Do your fucking job. Your fucking job. Your fucking job.
Do your job. Do your fucking job.
It's a free fucking show.
Yes, it is.
Put a bullet in him. So fucking worthless. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, 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 what's up?